Gonna be live. Where they at? Where they at?
It's still the screen's still black. Oh, there it goes.
Where did you get this shirt?
My girlfriend bought it for my birthday.
All right, stand right here so the audience can see this shirt.
Oh, okay.
Get over here. We're already live.
Oh, we're already live? Oh, shit.
This is the most egregious T-shirt I've seen in my history on this podcast. I would drop kick a child for a Marlboro cigarette. I feel like they deserve to see what I just saw.
This is the hardest shirt I got.
I love Marlboro Miles clothing. That's a very big part of my childhood. A lot of people don't know this, but I used to drive around. Not drive around. I'm talking when I was like 11. I would ride my bike around town looking for Marlboro Miles so that I could eventually get a backpack. That was the culmination of all my Marlboro Miles, was that I got a backpack.
Lush.
MCM.
If you don't sit in your seat tonight,
Miles.
I know. This fool really doesn't like suspects.
Wait, what do you mean? A
get
backpack.
No.
That was the
Not on
culmination
this
of all
show.
my
We're
Marlboro
already
Miles, was that I got a backpack. Just so you know. Yeah, we are.
Lush.
I already went live.
If you don't sit in this fucking
I said we're already live. He said, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Wait, what do
No,
you
we
mean?
really are? No.
Yeah, we are.
That's crazy.
Anyway, I just want to say I'm the best friend that Bricc Baby ever had, because when the Backwoods booth at Rolling Loud gave me all of these difficult to get woods, which from my experience it used to be. Yeah, we are. Wait, why am I hearing it? I just want to say, I'm hearing it from your pocket, or is it me?
I hear that.
It's running it back.
You got it. Anyway, they gave me these, and I'm like, bro, you don't understand. People used to pay $60 for these back in the rare wood era.
What?
For the nanas and for the vanillas, all that, yeah.
Calling it nanas is crazy, but yes, definitely. And then look at this.
Telling the landlord I'm paying rent with those are crazy.
Look, they're doing collabs with like weed brands, because this is with
pack.
Gas House. Yeah,
We
that's
both
right.
just like
This is the
it, like,
Gas
yeah.
House collab. I don't even know what that is necessarily. I know I met the guy. The 5 Zaza cigars.
Yeah.
Zaza cigars.
Za flavored.
Za flavored.
I don't think it's a weed brand though.
What else would Zaza be?
Just like
Pizza?
exotic flavor.
We should make a
Zaza.
pizza spot and just call it Zaza.
Zazas.
Because when I was a kid, we used to call pizza Za.
Pizaza.
My dad busted that out. This is my issue with you.
What's up, fool? I'm on
We
timing
need
today.
to coordinate Nike Techs, because you can't just be coming in here with a Nike Tech. We were trying to.
You see the energy, dog.
Oh, those are the
Yeah.
thing to match it
Yeah,
with.
I'm wiping noses.
You got a pair of those for your birthday.
This
I
is
still haven't seen them. Where are they?
Oh wow. I don't know. They lost it. Josh got them.
Josh probably
No,
wearing
they-
them right now.
okay. I'm wearing this because this was my birthday present from my hyena.
Wait, how long ago?
Yeah.
Well, my birthday's tomorrow, but she
Oh
wanted
man!
but she wanted me to wear it on no jumper because she felt bad.
Tech
that-
boys.
No, we ain't teched
You
up,
should
you
have
feel
told
me?
her to call me.
Yeah.
What's the most tech thing about you? Your rhyme skills, I guess.
Yeah, I would
That's
say
what you're gonna
so.
say?
I'd say I got a lyrical tech nine.
His drug habit.
Oh yeah.
But what's technical about just smoking a ton of meth?
No, I'm just
You-
saying.
you
That's
have
a,
to-
no, I'm just saying. People who do drugs wear Nike Techs. It's nothing technical.
Okay.
You know, but
I meant the other version of
tech.
technical,
The real
technical
tech.
skating,
Yeah.
technical lyricism.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't claim to be like a tough guy or a cool guy, but I don't like how that my contributions to the street life has been is just you're a junkie. Because I did other bad stuff.
Well, and you're a rapper.
Besides being a junkie,
You're
there's
a
other-
good rapper. Let's tell Lush the good things about him. You're a good rapper, or you're like good at
Good at rap.
composing raps.
Yeah.
At the very least,
Yeah.
you have fans of your performances as well.
Bricc
But
said I was good. Yeah.
No, I mess with it. I'd rather have Lush in the studio with me every time that I'm in the studio. So I can't go and call him a bad rapper and then want him with me. So I have to second that. He's a great rapper.
No.
He might not rap the stuff that y'all want to hear.
Yeah.
if your
It's for
body
the-
temperature is anything like mine, you're going to be over hot
I'm-
real soon.
Hey, pain is
It's
beauty.
already going on.
Pain is
If
beauty.
you sweat through a Nike Tech, that would be hard as hell.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Speaking of Nike Tech politics, I was just listening to the Boss Man D'Lo album, and Ice Spice is on there, just rapping like a regular rapper.
Like barring out.
Not even. She's just rapping like a regular rapper. Like it don't even sound like,
Ice Spice.
you know, she was always kind of like doing something sort of unique. And then I feel like now she's like, I'm gonna lose weight until I look like a regular girl. and I'm gonna get on these tracks. I'm gonna rap like a regular old rapper.
Well, it's weird because we're seeing these two different types of like glow ups or glow downs with women, and
Yeah.
it has to do with the Ozempic thing. Is crazy. Look at Ariana Grande right now. She looks like
Yes.
very, very ill, disturbingly, and I feel like that's a trajectory that Spice is heading towards. And you know, I initiated the Mista movement. Make Ice Spice thick again.
Oh, I
And
like that. Actually, I
yeah,
can get behind that. Yeah, yeah.
We've
We
been
should
trying-
start one for Lena too. MLTA, Malta.
Malta. It's a beautiful island off the coast of Italy.
No, it's no A.
Right,
Make
right.
I know, but I'm gonna have to
Linda
shove that in
yeah.
there in order to kind of make it work. No, but that's the thing. Ice Spice starts kicking it with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
All these like actual famous chicks. All of a sudden, she gets it into her head. Oh, the world wants me to be skinny. No,
we
really,
love-
one of the only things that anyone has ever paid attention to you for is the fact that you had a nice butt and you were out here shaking it.
because I can't rap a whole verse all the way through.
Yeah.
I can't tell you one Ice Spice verse
Like,
all the
keep
way
it a
through.
stack. Bitches, motherfuckers, I know I got pants.
And like-
See, like you listen,
And always like, I'm
looking
a
at
poop.
this.
I'm gonna poop my pants and I'm the shit. I poop my
think you're a
pants
fart.
and you know I'm the shit.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
all I know.
that was the biggest misstep of her career thus far.
The poopy jokes
The
or the
s-
That you a
Ozempic?
fart.
Well, her making a song called "Fart"
Yeah.
for like we love your ass, and now we have to think about the fact that you poo,
Mm.
which sucks.
Liz sucked the fart out her ass. Why wouldn't we?
I don't know, but I feel like it took away a
Like
lot.
what?
And honestly, like I don't want the Swifties on my line like that, but
I don't think I think they're over
He
her. They
smokes
don't care.
meth but won't suck
no,
inhale a fart.
but I've kind of
Mm.
blamed. I feel like Taylor like flu flammed Ice Spice into losing weight because if you see when they first met,
Wait, how can somebody flu flag?
But I don't think Taylor would.
Taylor didn't tell her
Taylor
to.
would never
She
tell
finessed-
her to lose weight, but I think that she got the idea from hanging out with her and
Yeah,
the Mahomes
like you can get
chick and
these
everything.
sponsors.
right?
You know, they don't make them that wrap around that ass like that. You
Yeah.
know, if you want to
Well,
model for Chanel, you have to
You
have
need
no
XS,
ass. Yeah.
extra small.
And as long as you're talking about style, finesse, grace, etc., I got my fit from fashionova.com. Tap inwardly. Fashionova.com got all kinds of great deals. Boom, bam, pazzow. Anyway. Don't you think, all right, has Ice Spice turned her back on her own race and culture by losing all that weight? Because I would say, who have we ever seen do this in hip hop history?
I mean,
It almost never takes place. Girls get thicker, they get BBLs, whatever, but you never see a girl who's like a poppin' hot hip hop chick from the culture, born and bred from the Bronx, decide she wants to erase her ass.
no, this has never
It's
happened.
new
This is like-
territory,
this is-
uncharted.
and here's the crazy thing, guys. Like if you watch the first clip of when Ice Spice pulls up with Taylor and they're like going to a show together, and
Uh-huh.
she's like, "This is my homegirl. We got a song." Da-da-da." The first thing she puts Ice Spice on her story, and she's like, "Oh my god, look at her ass!" Like
Taylor wrote that.
she didn't say that, but she was like highlighting her
Mm.
butt, like, and how great she looked, and you know what I mean, and all that. And then gradually, that ass. Maybe Taylor viewed it as a threat, and she knew she had to get her out the paint.
Mm. Once these girls get some body image shit embedded in their head, it's hard to get rid of. And I feel like it's just so insane because nobody in hip hop wants that. It's questionable if people outside of hip hop want that. But if you pull the clock back a year or two, I mean, she was like a completely different human.
She was.
Yeah. You talking about Ice Spice?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But I know from my experience that I tell my girl all the time, like, you know, gain
Keep
20
the
pounds,
ass.
gain
Yeah,
30
yeah,
pounds.
Yeah. Not
Right?
30.
We like you thick.
Not 30. She's
You-
too short for 30.
Okay,
20.
we'll take note of
How
that.
tall-
But
How tall is she?
5'2".
Same height as my girl.
But
Yeah.
she, like my girl, got popping largely from her ass. It's not to say that that's all there is to you, but it feels like she's kind of abandoned the ass fanatics.
It's not your beauty.
in this
It's your beauty. It's your booty.
this quest for thinness has kind of like driven her in the direction, and a lot of girls are doing this. But I guess there's this narrative that BBLs are out, thick chicks are out, all the hot chicks in hip hop are getting thin or whatever. I was hearing that for a while.
Whoa.
I was
I'm
hearing that for a
terrified.
while. I don't know if it's true or not, but I mean, either way, it's not good. We need to tell Ice Spice that we want you Go back to Raising Cane's. Go back to Kennedy Fried. We
Mister.
want you to thicken up a little.
Mister, make Ice Spice thick again.
Ooh,
It's the movement.
that would be a good hat.
Yeah.
When Brick's looking at me so crazy because he's mad as hell that I thought of that before him.
No.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have thought of that.
I'm just high and hot.
He doesn't think in terms of like.
You told me he was mad. You told me he was
He's
mad
not
at
the
me.
kind of guy who's thinking of like MAGA ripoffs.
Yeah, nah.
With that being said,
He's the meme man.
I just want to know this. We've seen the negative celebrity like glow downs, but have y'all seen what Lindsay Lohan looks like right now?
No.
Have y'all seen what Madonna looks like right now? Like basically, there's I don't know if it's adrenochrome or what. I'm
What
not
is
trying
that?
to. That's the adrenochrome is like something that's really popularized by conspiracy theorists. It's some type of hormone that's excreted in fetuses, I believe. So there's like the conspiracy that people use aborted fetuses for stem cell blah blah blah.
You lost me at some point there, but what was it? Lindsay Lohan's rare
no,
glimpse
where
of date
did
with
you see
husband
this shit?
Bader Shamas is so fetch. What gives them the right to write titles like this? This is absurd.
The fact that they're still trying to make fetch happen when Gretchen Wiener couldn't even do it is insane.
What? So
Okay.
what? You think she lost weight and now she looks better?
No, she looks
She gained
amazing
weight.
compared to how she did 10 years ago. Like if you do a side, look at Madonna and look at her now. Look at Lindsay, look at her now. And there's a bunch of them. I don't know what's going on, but some new technology
She's
has been
gross.
unlocked.
I'm gonna be real with you. I could not
This
find
isn't-
Lindsay. I couldn't pick out Lindsay Lohan in a police lineup. Like if we were to do it right now, like this is probably like my first time actually paying attention to this human.
The homie's the one that got caught up driving her car that one night, infamously.
Wait,
So-
what?
Yeah, you remember that incident in Hollywood?
Who,
Where
why is this
Yeah.
person famous? What is she from?
Lizzie
you never saw
Lohan?
Mean Girls?
No,
Lizzie Lohan's a Disney girl.
is she?
Yeah,
I
but
think she's a
but
Disney
but Mean Girls is like a quintessential.
Yeah,
like,
Lizzie Lohan been in every white girl movie.
My girl mentions Mean
17.
Girls a lot, and
yeah, but
I've
I was-
never seen it. I have no idea what it
I'm
is.
sh- I would imagine that Lena has encyclopedic knowledge of Mean Girls.
She
Because
does. She brings it up all the fucking time.
He said, "I
because you
keep
missed the
that white
reference.
girl, Lindsay
Lindsay
Lohan.
Lohan.
And if you don't believe me, ask
Lindsay
Lindsay
Lohan.
Lohan."
Wait, what does that mean?
That was from. I
She
keep
was
that-
a cokehead back in the day.
Oh, so he's just rhyming
Remember, I
Lindsay-
keep that white girl, Christina Aguilera. You
Who's
remember that
That was
Jeezy song?
Jeezy and Ghetto Boys.
Vaguely.
But what about remember that white girl song E40 and Jewels and Bun B when
Jeezy and the Ghetto Boys. What
Yeah,
you talking about?
no, it was Jeezy and it wasn't. It was after Ghetto Boys. That wasn't Jody and
You
that.
mean
It was-
Boys in the Hood?
Boys in
Yeah,
the
Boys
Hood.
in the Hood.
It
Excuse
wasn't
me.
Boys in the Hood, though.
That was after that.
That
Okay.
was USDA.
USDA.
That was
Jeezy.
Slick.
Oh, remember
and Kiki.
USDA? That was his,
Slick
that
Pulla
was his
a
group.
part.
Yeah.
Slick Pulla was not a part of Boys in the Hood.
No,
He wasn't?
USDA was
No.
his group afterwards, right?
USDA.
Remember?
Yeah.
It was Jody Breeze and who was
Jody Breeze and some other
it? Are you sure it
dudes.
wasn't Slick Puller? Okay.
I'm sure.
Okay.
100%.
USDA hip hop group
Okay.
consisting of
Kiki B.
Okay.
Slick Pulla.
who are the-
I said
Slick Pulla
So fuck you,
and
Bricc,
Blood
baby.
Raw. Didn't Blood Raw get
That's
killed?
USDA. That's not Boys in the Hood. I keep telling you
okay,
that.
okay.
Wait, is Blood Raw alive?
I don't know about Blood Raw. I gotta be honest.
Blood Raw.
He was so.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's alive.
No, he's alive.
He's alive.
Yeah.
That's good. Shout out to him for being alive.
But
B. Raw Steve.
so who was the other member of Boys in the Hood?
Boys in the
Jody
Hood?
Breeze and Jeezy was the standouts.
No,
I don't
there's
know who
another
the
guy.
other two was.
There's another member. I just want to
There
know.
was
who
two
it was.
more, I think.
It consisted of
Gorilla-
Jody Breeze, Big
Jody
G,
Breeze.
and Gorilla Zoe.
Big Duke.
Big
Who's-
Duke.
Why you
Yeah.
keep up with? I told you Jody Breeze
You
was
know,
in Boys
I
in
said
the Hood.
Jody Breeze
You
was-
thought
I
that
said-
it was Slick Pulla.
I thought he was too. I'm not gonna lie. With that being said, remember the song I was gonna remember when Jewels was all I talking about that sniff that blowing, man. I'm talking about that Lindsay Lohan.
Aight.
Yeah.
I
So-
can't feel my
So,
face.
Don't you think it's impressive that I heard all those Lindsay Lohan references and never felt the need to look her up or inquire about who she was? I was just assumed it was some random girl, which still to this moment I'm convinced is basically just some random
If you
girl.
were 8 years younger, no, 5.
I don't know. I feel like our age group was like prime.
I feel like- but- okay, but
Lindsay Lohan.
I went through like at least 10, 15 years of my life where I didn't pay attention to pop culture in any way.
Fair enough.
Where I was
Yeah.
only riding bikes and paying attention to rap music on the internet, and literally every single thing that happened in pop culture was a total mystery to me.
And I understand that, but I feel like the outlier for you would be like prime tail.
Now I was looking at
She
like
caught so
porn
many cases
online.
She caught so many like
For
drug
what?
cases and
Yeah,
DUIs and all that shit. She was a fuck up at like soon as she turned 21. She was in the tabloids in Hollywood every night. Her, Paris Hilton, I think they were like a two-piece.
They
for a
were.
second.
That was
Yeah, it was,
Britney,
yeah. They were going
running,
out together.
They was running amok. And one day, like one of the homies from Venice, you feel me, was out there partying with her, and they wound up hopping in a random car, and allegedly, and it was a huge.
Tell the story, right? If you gonna tell us.
The details escape me a bit, but yeah, it was
So it's just as good as me saying Pun's a snitch.
except for with way less ramifications.
Yeah, yours is more consequential. Like it's obviously something
What's
people
the
are gonna want to talk
consequence
about.
of a fuck nigga, a bitch nigga?
You're gonna end up arguing with another gang member on the
Arguing?
internet.
Yeah. Okay.
The consequences. The consequences, I wind up getting that one day I'm walking down the streets of Calabasas and Heather Sanders pulls out an AK and shoots me in the head, bro.
Wow,
Dude,
the Colonel.
Yeah.
Damn. Fresh off her Radio King.
Right.
Hey.
On the way back from Power, she shoots me in the head because Bricc Baby
Lush.
said that. Yeah.
Yeah, because she was off the yearning.
She's on the yearning and nerd.
Mm-hmm,
Right.
You know what I mean?
It happens.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was in Miami all weekend.
Tell us about it.
Listen, okay. So my Rolling Loud history. I went in 2018 at least once. I went in 2019 in did I? I went in 2019 in LA. Yeah, right before the pandemic. And then I didn't go to a Rolling Loud from 2019 to 2024. I did the one in LA, and we had like a little setup where we could do some interviews and stuff backstage. Ended up not really feeling like it was worth the time invested. This time, Miami, I wasn't gonna do it, but then Dub gets me on the phone and he really tells me, like, bro, we're gonna be in there. We're gonna really like get so much content done. Like, you know, I'm gonna have a booth in there. You could have a booth in back. Like, it's only gonna cost us a little bit of money to have the whole setup back there and everything like that. It's Miami. There's way more. Like the bill was so much better than the one in LA. Like the one in LA,
sure.
Yeah.
we were looking at thinking like, damn, this is like the most dry Rolling Loud that I've been to in a while. The lineup
gonna be there next year.
in Miami
For
looked
sure.
fantastic, like really, really good. We get out there Thursday, and I ended up, Trapolo Ross came, 1090J came. We had a whole little cool Caucasian crew in the mix out there.
Was Destiny a part
So
of it?
y'all was clanning out. Go ahead.
Destiny is a separate chapter in this story, but
Okay.
yes,
You
clanning
got
out,
some
if
top-
you will,
yeah,
sure.
you got top from Destiny.
That's
We'll get into that.
that's separate.
Okay.
Destiny was not part of the Rolling
Ku
Loud
Klux
narrative.
over Wu-Tang, apparently.
Anyway, and so then Friday we go to the festival. We get in smoothly at the very least. But from the very beginning, it's pretty clear this is not ideal because we're talking to rappers. Keep in mind, most of the rappers that we would want to talk to, because all right, there's a whole dynamic backstage where the smaller rappers are happy to get publicity. There's radio stations and us and, you know, Amazon. You got Wayno doing interviews for Amazon, all this kind of shit going on backstage. So the underground artists want to be back there. But the big artists towards the latter part of the night, they basically get
Zoom right past you.
Yeah, they don't even go to the back. They just go straight to the stage, perform, and then they leave. They don't give a fuck about doing the radio shit backstage or whatever. Maybe they'll do a little bit of content directly for Rolling Loud in the back, like right in
Before they
back.
go on,
Yeah, like right behind the scene. They had that
What's up, Rolling Loud? I'm filling my contract. Let me go on stage.
What's the girl, the like 12-year-old girl who's interviewing everybody? Jazzy?
Oh, yeah.
She was back there doing stuff for Rolling Loud, whatever. But either way, a lot of the underground
Hating on
artists that
Jazzy.
we wanted to fuck with, you don't know who I'm talking about?
No, I said he's hating on Jazzy.
No,
He
she's
got
out
the
there.
big interview.
But no, well, I'm not hating.
Jazzy
But it
got
does
the
say-
scoop, and
okay.
now she's 12.
They had her, just to put in perspective, they had her interviewing Yeet in back.
Yeah.
Yeet did not come anywhere near the radio station booths
sure.
and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But they get her in there with Yeet. Fair
Yeah.
enough, I understand.
Yeah.
But a lot of the underground rappers, for some reason, were not allowed into the press area because there's 3 stages, and
Damn.
some of the artists, to be fair, some of the artists on the smaller stage and stuff, realistically would have kind of been a nuisance in back because, you know, it's like nobody's really trying to talk to some of these people. But a lot of them, like okay, in comparison, Vaughn off 1700 was not able to get his way into the back. Now, Vaughn is someone who's big enough that what the fuck does he care about doing content for the local Miami radio station? He doesn't. But he was having a hard time getting him back to even fuck with us. Skrilla was having a hard time getting him back.
You mean like all the actual cool people that
Yeah,
whose
cool
music
people.
we listen to?
Like, all the people we would want to fuck with.
now.
Yeah.
And so, but meanwhile, like medium-sized artists are kind of like having a better time getting him back there.
And
to
chill with those sizes.
Skrilla did end up getting him back. Somebody like Boss Man D-Lo, we ended up getting it in with him and everything.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
He's
so
not a medium-sized artist.
But either way, so Jesus Christ, Lush, let me get through this. But
it's not me.
I know, but I'm just, you guys are just, oh, motherfuckers, I want to just tear
Boss
your
Man
fucking
D-Lo.
heads off
All right,
sometimes.
Boss
No,
Man
it's
D-Lo.
okay.
Okay.
It's just so hard to get through a sentence sometimes.
You're allowed that.
But anyway.
we do it a lot.
We suck.
I'm just telling you guys about how this went. Give me a fucking break. Anyway, okay. So that shit was weak as fuck. The fact that we couldn't even like, a lot of the artists were not even getting him back. But okay, whatever. So Friday night, that's what we do. Then Saturday, we go to get in through the same entrance that we went through on Friday. And all of a sudden it's like, no, like the things have changed. You have to go to this other gate to get in. And then, so we go to the other gate. Keep in mind, like in an Uber, racking up the fucking bill. All of a sudden, they're telling us, no, you have to go to this other gate. And
So it's an Uber to the gate? Is that that's
we're
how
like
big
Ubering around. It's huge. It's in this like
Yeah.
gigantic like stadium grounds, whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
is. And like they're just sending us on these dummy missions around, like just it's and they're telling us that the festival promoters are the ones who are basically telling them that people need to enter through different exits each day. So on Saturday, we end up just having to wait around for like 45 minutes. My fucking security's arguing with their security. It's this whole big thing. Finally, some girl from Rolling Loud comes in and gets us in there. Okay, fine. We're in there. But again, a lot of the artists are not able to get in there. It's a huge waste of fucking time from my perspective. And then Sunday we go, same thing. Try to go to that one entrance. Absolutely not happening. They
Wait, so
said,
did you eventually did get in though, right?
no, on Sunday we did not even get into the fucking premises
What
because
the
they were giving us such a runaround. It was ridiculous. It's like such a bad experience. At least when we were in LA 6 months ago
And
or
that
whatever.
was the day I was coming. I would have been.
I know, and
pissed.
meanwhile you're hitting me up saying
Yeah,
like, "Oh, I'm gonna
finna
fly in," and that's why I told you, I'm like, "Bro, do not even, don't even consider it because this is such a fucking waste of time." And yeah, I mean, I felt so disrespected by the fact that they were like kind of almost like going out of their way to be like antagonistic towards the media people who were like want to be a part of this. It was shockingly poorly organized. I can only speak about like the press pit area and people getting into that area because I don't know the fans. I didn't see like a ton of people complaining about going to see the actual artists and stuff, but apparently like the stages and shit were pretty far away from the press area, so they were having to like basically transport people with a golf cart back and forth. And
Which
it
is
was
typical for that.
I
at
feel
festivals.
there's absolutely no chance that I'll ever pay to have an area backstage at Rolling Loud ever again. It was a huge fucking disaster. We did get some content, and yes, we did get to sort of network and rub shoulders with some of the people that we want to fuck with and everything. But overall, just I don't know why the fuck I wasted my time this weekend. It was terrible.
Without knowing anything and just seeing like what it looked like, you guys had a whole. It looked like you had a whole setup to do mini pod or interviews backstage.
We
It
had
was
like a little tented area. Honestly, if I were to go do this kind of thing again, all I would really want to bring would be me, filmer, security, and then maybe like a homie or two to help run shit, because we didn't really need the tent aside from the fact that it kept kind of raining and shit, so that was a pain in the ass. But like I don't know, we had like the whole team out there and like just tried to actually like do it in a bigger way and do some cool shit. And basically just got like
And Rolling Loud was
spit
on
in the
some ghetto
fucking
shit.
face
They
of the
was
shit
well,
the
they
whole
wasn't
time.
even on no ghetto shit. They was on some like secret top agent shit. Like you gotta kind of let it flow a little bit if you want content in the back. Like
Yeah.
keeping shit like separated and shit, it makes for everybody to get the fuck. Like it's no point of people being there. Like
yeah.
radio shows, they do that a lot. Like power and all
Yeah,
that
that's like
shit.
Summer
you about
Jam.
to get your ass up out of here.
Be-
You
be-
and your crew gotta leave.
Because they
you know
want
what I
that
mean?
content. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like,
Right.
yeah.
And that is very apparent that Rolling Loud is clearly like prioritizing their host getting content for them.
Themselves, yeah.
But don't like make it seem as if we're going to be able to do content backstage and then make it like unbelievably difficult. And I understand also, not only do they want to get the best content for their own socials and their own channel and everything, but they also don't want a bunch of rappers who are going to run into each other, which I'm not going to lie, I did see some people who saw each other that definitely like probably don't get along and things could have happened or whatever. But I didn't see anything like that happen. But it feels like the emphasis on like not having too many people in the press area at the same time was just so extreme that it ended up just being like very hostile for the artist. When you have somebody like Vaughn off 1700, who realistically is probably like the most hyped up drill artist of 2024, the person who's like emerged, who has the biggest fan base, and he can't even get into the fucking area, then what the fuck is No Jumper doing here?
Because they still stuck on the future wave. Like the people who running that are still like
That's
looking up
Miami.
to
But they're
those-
booking
yeah,
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're putting him on the
Yeah.
fucking
Their
bill.
little homies are telling them what to do. Like they're psyched to see Future. Like they don't care anything else.
It's
like
just not
Future,
Travis
and Lil
Scott type.
Babies, and
Yeah,
Travis Scott.
yeah.
It's like
But it's everybody. It's like all the mid-tier artists are kind of like seemingly having similar problems with getting into that situation.
I mean, like, and I know that we're the outliers here, but I'm pretty sure that people like us go to Rolling Loud to see Vaughn off 1700, to see Skrilla. We're not, me personally, I don't, that's who I would much be more interested in.
Personally, I would not go to Rolling Loud to see a drill rapper. It just feels like it's too big of a stage for smaller artists. Although, to be fair, I didn't even go in, so I didn't even see what
I've
the
never
stages
been
were like.
to Rolling Loud in my life, so
Oh,
I
shit.
can't tell you.
But over,
Is it dope?
I mean, you've been to a music festival, you probably know what it's like.
Well, like, I
I
like,
ain't been to a crowd of that shit.
it just you know, and this is where Lush's like hip hop old headedness pops up.
Uh-huh.
Like, I much prefer to watch performers that actually are performing like actual music on the microphone and not like lip syncing and saying a few ad libs and dancing and a bunch of people.
So
moshing
you don't
in the
want the
crowd.
whole track playing while they're on stage.
I would prefer like
The instrumental.
I
with
like
a couple
music.
little-
I like music, and you know, maybe that's
I like a great live music experience. I just feel like I'm almost never gonna get that experience from a festival. This is not me hating on Rolling Loud. People like it. I feel you. I think
Not
it's
the
great.
music that we listen to though.
And if you want to see 40 of your favorite artists all at once, you could probably do that at Rolling Loud in a way that you're just not going to be able to do at a smaller tour where you're going to be able to see
Yeah.
maybe 3 artists that
Yeah.
you like. So I totally get it. But like from my perspective, I went to the Warped Tour in 1998. And then I went to Coachella in like 2017.
was Eminem at the Warp that year?
Yes, he was.
He was.
But then
He was.
I went to Coachella in 2017, and it was like in between that. I don't know if I went to a music festival, maybe like one other music festival, but like this is just not my world. But in 2017, me and Lena are like rushing to go see Uzi.
Yeah.
He's performing at like 2 p.m.
Yeah, for
and then we
sure.
get to the stage. And I realized that he's literally maybe like a mile away from me. I could barely see him. He looks like a
The
tiny
ant.
little bug.
Yeah, like
And he's not even on the big stage, which is going to have giant screens
the
showing the
jumbotrons,
person and everything
yeah.
like that. I think that was a big moment for me in terms of realizing that I really don't have a reason to be going to music festivals because I grew up going to shows in like
That's-
smaller venues that are a little bit more intimate, a little bit more like you can actually catch a vibe when you're in
And
this
not
like
only
enclosed
that-
space with a couple thousand other people or maybe even less.
They were playing instruments at a lot of those shows you went to. They were
That's
actually
true, but I have memories of going to a lot of old hip hop shows too that
But
were pretty
listen,
dope.
bro, this the thing. If we're punching the fucking music in the booth, how the fuck you expect a nigga to perform it bar for bar on the stage? You're not gonna get that nowadays, so you can just write that out.
And I'm
No, but
okay
you
with
know
them
what,
not
though?
rapping every
Like,
fucking word of it.
motherfuckers rapping too fast, like Chucky Wackham and them. Ain't no way they doing that shit.
No,
I
Imagine
wanna
him
see
without a
motherfucker
backing
without-
track.
oh my god!
And I
He
get
missing
That would be
bars
hard, yeah.
for sure.
You know what though? Okay, I agree with that. But how about this? And there's outliers in this conversation, such as Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi literally says like maybe 6 or 7. He'll be on the mic for
When
like
you're outrageously popular, I don't think that's like
Yeah,
even
no,
comparable.
You're
it's,
selling
it's
you
deeper. It's
at
deeper
that
with,
point. You
but
could
Cardi.
just say,
No, it's
Wait,
different when you
no,
have
wait.
100,000 people in the audience
No.
that know the words to your song.
Yes, and also he actually puts a lot of
Yeah,
thought into
yes,
his
he does.
presentation and the visuals behind. Like there's a whole,
Or he got enough money to put the thought in.
yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah,
It's an
all right.
experience.
That's like
with-
saying Travis Scott. Duh.
same thing. It's an experience with certain
This
people.
motherfucker
But
put roller coasters
could
on
I-
stage.
So from an outside perspective, as someone that's never even been to Rolling Loud and has social anxiety and don't even like to be around big crowds of people, my favorite moment that I saw from Rolling Loud was when shout out to Ski Mask, the Slump God, did a tribute to XXX and performed Jocelyn Flores. And I thought that was beautiful.
You're
moment.
acting like Ski Mask doesn't perform an X tribute every single time he ever performs ever in his entire life.
Cool, but it hit a little bit different when it's at Rolling Loud and actually going to make headlines to that. To
It's just
me,
like that's the bare minimum for him.
but
He's gonna do that every single show. There's nothing unique about him doing that Rolling Loud.
it is though, because you don't always have the visual behind him with the X, you know what I'm saying, and all that, and then all the people. This is like the epicenter. To me, that was my favorite moment of the show. I don't know what
Yeah,
your
no,
judgmental
no,
face.
I was
is.
about
we're
to
just
say,
looking at
don't
you because
let
you're
him-
acting like that's something that he
don't
would
let him
ever
kill your moment,
consider
man.
No,
not doing.
That's what I was laughing at. Don't
Yeah,
let him
yeah,
kill
no,
your moment.
because
Okay, he's
you-
killing your moment.
Am I
okay?
wrong for saying that? You
You're
know
not
I'm right.
wrong.
You know, no,
You-
but
you're
you know I'm
having
right.
a moment and Adam's crashing your moment.
I feel like
As
you-
should, as you should.
Okay, every single time a rapper like Ski Mask, who is heavily associated with a dead legend, performs, of course they have to do some songs paying homage to their homie. Who the fuck else is going to do it?
It's
You acting like it's unique to Rolling Loud is kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie.
First of all, I did not say it was unique to Rolling
Well, you
Loud.
said it's your favorite
I said
thing,
it was
as if
my
there's something
favorite
unique about it.
moment from what I observed from that concert. And if you could point out a more iconic or important moment that occurred, I would love to see it.
It just you saying that, and I hate to be the cringe police, but it would be equivalent to me saying like, dude, I saw Gucci last night and he played, I thought the coolest thing that he played Bitch I Might Be.
That
And
would be
it's like-
tight though.
It's like, no, but it's not tight. It's not worth pointing out because he plays it every goddamn show he's done in his entire life.
So that's super cliche. That's more cliche than being like,
No, it's
I
exactly
like
the
to when
same.
fucking Future did Dirty Sprite. That would have been less of a cliche thing to say.
Acting like the most special thing about the festival was something that artist does literally every time they ever play is why I'm laughing
He
at you.
saw it on TV. He saw the crowd's
That's what I'm
reaction.
saying.
He's talking about the moment.
Yeah, and,
He's talking about.
and guess what?
how
I ain't seen a
everybody
Ski Mask
reacted.
show before, so I can't even tell you what
But
that.
You don't go
wouldn't assume.
outside.
I would assume. You're not. What you're saying isn't wrong, but neither is what I'm saying. And like the fact that
I'm just
there
letting you
hasn't-
know that he does that every single time he performs
But-
for the last.
So you don't think
6
it's
years, 7 years.
So it don't hit slightly different when he's at Rolling Loud, and it's like because to me, Rolling Loud is a scene that was.
He's probably
essentially-
played a couple dozen Rolling Louds.
He probably has.
And he's probably done a similar tribute at all of them. Honestly, I didn't even see it, so I don't know.
All right, it was a horrible moment. He shouldn't. Honestly, big misstep.
I hate to take the air out of your lungs like this. I'm just saying
No, you're good.
that I know that he obviously does that. every
Because
single
you
time.
are relentless with that hook you throwing at cuz. Like you
What?
keep banging him every time he try to come back, boom. Because I'm telling you, he does this at
I
every
feel
show.
like it's
boom.
my job
I'm telling
when,
you, he do it.
when you're overtly enthusiastic
He's
about
already
something, I have to
frustrated.
check you.
Go
And
down.
you know
man.
what?
It's
And-
over with. He
no,
keep
but
on knocking
I'm
you.
down. I've been knocked down. But here's the thing. I get knocked down and I got up again.
No
Here's the-
Chumbawamba.
Chumbawamba.
We don't have a lot of rules here, but
No Chumbawamba. Here's the thing. My enthusiasm is impossible to. That's why I am who I am. You know what I mean? I'm gonna always like think corny shit is tight and things that probably you guys think is lame, but I can't really help that. That's just like intrinsic to my nature. And
so you're saying that if we tell you to be less gay, you're just going to ignore us?
I'm probably gonna give a hand job the same day to myself. However gay that is. Well, you're still touching a dick.
You've been, nah.
Like a hand job to yourself is still
He's
touching a
been-
dick.
He's been giving hand jobs.
Bricc, don't tell him about our arrangement. Chill, bro.
Not mine. Your hands are too big.
You can hear a pin drop in this room.
I
right now.
don't want to make it look smaller. We're just kidding, guys. But
Anyway, Lush is extremely excited about everything. But
I thought it was dope.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it is dope.
I was excited
It's just
for
not really like that notable from my perspective.
to me, like it was dope. I'm like looking at the interviews you're doing. You're like, oh, you're sitting down with Fat Nick. To me, like that shit is dope, especially because of what, like, to me, like that's a lot of the foundation. So even though everybody's in different places in their careers, obviously yourself, obviously, it's still like a.
I need a way to tell you when you're pissing me off that's not going to hurt your feelings.
All right, I'll stop.
No, I'm just I just like I think like communication wise that there's
You
got to
gotta
be
tell him.
maybe like a button.
He not one of them people that you could do that to. You got to be straight to it with.
No,
like,
we
bro,
totally
shut the
could. We
fuck
could
up.
we could work out like an eye contact system. How? But the thing is this.
Blink twice if you're in trouble.
I don't know.
Like,
Yeah,
what?
they're gonna
That's
see
gay.
that. I need a
That's
button.
pretty
Whatever-
gay.
Like an
whatever-
electroshock collar, actually, maybe even.
Alki David tried this method
Yeah.
already. So you
Was
know
it
what I mean?
because of that?
We can spend. I mean, who knows? I don't know his true, his true intentions. However,
I never really paid attention to that full story.
no, I just think that shit is dope. That and maybe it's not dope to you, but
It's
like-
not that it's not dope. It's just that it's so commonplace that I can't
No,
really
you
like
know what
act that excited
You know
about
what
it.
would be dope?
Is-
Is if you one day, before you leave this earth, tell us how the dog collar got around your neck.
No. Don't get him started.
He needs no.
Don't give him a
not
prompt
us,
like
not
that.
us, not us. He needs to make a YouTube video, and he needs to save
There's
it.
a
and
I feel
release
like
it on a date
he's
where
explained it at least 3 times on this
Thoroughly.
podcast.
Oh, thoroughly?
I've never paid
Oh, yeah,
attention,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
know he's talked about it a
Okay.
lot.
Oh,
Clearly no
I'll
one
go back
cares.
and watch it. Yeah,
clearly
I'll
no
go
one
back and
cares.
watch it.
But
I'm a reenactor.
well, we both have choking in common, don't we? But
Wait, you like to?
I ain't never been choked.
Oh what? Oh what? What the fuck? Yo, he's about to go a little kelpie on you.
Nah,
Nah?
he can't get to me
Benjamin
like that.
Franklin.
Holy shit! I just rewatched that because somebody just made it go viral on Twitter again.
Kelpie was totally in the wrong. Let's be honest. Like,
I mean, he called him a bitch, but at the end of the day, the person who hit somebody is also clearly in the wrong. Right?
correct, but he called him a bitch multiple times, and suspect gave him a way out.
But didn't suspect
multiple
call him a
times.
bitch first?
No, he probably did throughout the course of that conversation.
Yeah.
However,
He
but-
wasn't going for it back.
I
That's
feel like
what he wasn't doing.
we missed out on like an additional, obviously that was the most legendary thing that could have happened in that situation, but we missed out on probably another good 45 minutes of them screaming at each other because that only lasted like 6 minutes. didn't it?
the kratom got the best of Kelpie. He was feeling himself. You feel me? Like
Kratom be like that, man. I also just realized that I have a problem, which is that, all right, if I'm going to go to another city and spend the weekend clout chasing, you can't just go to bed at midnight. And I
Yeah.
was out here going to bed at midnight. And then I'm seeing pictures of fucking
Yeah.
Dub in the strip club with Cardi at 4 a.m, right? And I'm seeing, we almost went to the strip club one night, and that's where the thing happened with Cardi B and Offset,
Wow.
where Offset was caught watching her twerk and shit. There's all these fun things, and even like, all right, Fabio Foreign.
You weren't really clouching. That's why you didn't have a fun time. You wasn't outside, Adam.
You're right though. Yeah. I wasn't outside like the way that I
Yeah,
probably
because I'm
should
like,
have been.
Rolling Loud is only one part of the trip.
I know, but I'm such an old head now that it's like, if I'm waking up at 8 or 9 in the morning, by the time we get to midnight, I'm just fucking dead.
There's
bro.
a black man 10 years older than you at the club, Adam.
For sure.
15.
I can't even say nothing against that because I know that's the way. That's how
Yeah.
all these fucking old ass dudes that are in their 40s kind of stay relevant is that they
Yeah.
still keep going out to the club and doing that shit. I saw a clip of Waka Flocka leaving the strip club at 8 in the morning. I'm just feeling so old thinking like, bro, I went to bed 8 hours before that. And like even, all right, 504 on Saturday. I saw him Saturday.
Me too.
He said, pull up to my spot to do the interview tonight. I'm hitting him up, whatever. He ends up hitting me up at midnight saying, yo, come to the club with me. I'm like already in bed. I got my little nightcap on. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready to sleep. I fucking just hit him the next morning. Like, bro, I was already asleep.
Grinding the sheets and shit.
But like that's the kind of shit that I need to do if I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
another city.
The strip club vlog with 5 would have been crazy.
No,
He was
I
with
think we're
all
going
the
to the real
Crips, too.
club. But
Or
yeah,
whatever club.
Well, it's gonna
He
wind.
was
You're
with all the
gonna wind
Crips.
up at the strip club. I'm gonna tell you.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
in
Like,
Miami,
you
yeah.
100%.
That shit doesn't end until
Tootsie's-
7, 8 in the morning.
Tootsie's, KOD.
I've been in the club till like that's the latest I ever been in a club,
Honest-
like 10:30 in the morning.
Basically,
Like, when is this shit gonna
I'm not
stop?
even interested in that. But I can't be going to bed at midnight. It's just
Yeah.
wrong.
well, if you
Yeah.
have to wake up, yeah. I mean,
But I mean, what we're going to the thing.
Sometimes you just don't go to sleep.
We're
You
going.
gotta
I
hit
wouldn't.
that coffee.
I could never do that.
You got to do the coffee pack. Get off
There's
that coffee
there's
pack
not
in
enough
the
coffee in the
morning.
world to make me pull an all nighter at the age of 41. I don't think so because I've never.
Oh my god!
I've done like one all nighter because of poker in my whole life. And even that, I think I went to sleep by like 4 p.m.
I'm saying, but it's not an all nighter. You go in at 8, hit the mattress up at 12, back programming.
Nap
4
I mean,
hours.
labor-
Fade.
But here's the thing, like, and this is not a good thing about me, but I'm just gonna keep it 100% transparent. There's no chance I'm going to Miami and not doing copious amounts of that fucking perico.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna be real.
Oh,
And-
what?
and
There's
2C.
no way I'm not. Yeah, 2C, all that, and like sleep would be my last priority. Like,
See, I don't think there's a world in which I just make sleep my last priority. Like sleep is just too important to me. And I feel old. Like I need to sleep. Like I can't fucking operate. Even like I went to a party, Lena's scumbags weed party thing. I stayed out till 2 a.m. By the time I get to 2, there's not a lot going on upstairs. I don't have a lot to offer people who are trying to talk to me by that time.
2, 3 o'clock out of town would have been good. You would have got enough footage by then.
At least I would
you get
be
with
doing
somebody
something.
from the hotel to the club and a little bit of the club.
Yeah, I want to feed the streets. I want the streets to know I'm out having a good time with Fabio.
You can't talk in the club on a vlog anyway, so it's only you entering and drinking a couple shots.
I wouldn't have even tried to vlog like in the club. Really, like we could
you
iPhone
kind of
it.
can't.
Yeah.
And like some of them.
A lot of them
places,
they're not gonna let you. And the last thing I want is Hurley stuck outside the fucking club with the camera.
With the camera.
Yeah, that's bad.
Like we were in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like
Drewski was.
But we didn't really go out there besides the Magic City night either.
Yeah, Drewski wasn't going. But we had full days though, bro.
Exactly. But I'm saying,
I went out every night.
Yeah, you went out a little bit more than us, maybe.
Yeah.
Tootsie's is my favorite strip club in the world. Tootsie's, the original one in Fort Lauderdale. You feel me? But like,
I made the most of the time. I seen that you was on old man time. I didn't beg you. I just popped out.
Yeah.
But that's what I feel bad because, you know, people like Josh and Remo and shit. Like, because, okay, it wasn't just me. Trap Lore and 1090, they're going to sleep early too.
Yeah.
So it's like all the dudes who've got the clout to like make shit happen.
They're not going out.
Are retiring early, so Trap Lord can go write his latest expose, and 1090 can go into cuddle mode, and Dad Adam can get some sleep, and then meanwhile it's like fucking all the younger homies, not that Josh is that much younger or whatever, but they all want to do shit, and then we're all like just not even trying. I don't know. It just felt like a mismatch.
But on the strength of your name, like, or like there's lists that you just be like, oh, no jumper coming through. And then like, I don't know. I feel like if it's me, I'm showing up places, I'm figuring it out, I'm getting it wherever I want.
But what if Remo shows up and he's like, oh, I'm with Adam 22, and they're like, that's not your name, and he's not here. So what are you talking about? Like, you know, maybe he gets lucky and the guy knows who he is, but
pull out that camera like,
it's gonna be a little difficult, I think.
This is my man's. We go everywhere together.
No,
that's a terrible thing to have to do at the front door.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise anybody to do that.
No.
Ever.
Like, no,
Ever.
if you even have to, like, if there's gonna be like a prolonged discussion at the front door, don't go. And if like you do go and that winds up happening, you just step away quick and just like, because that's like literally the best way to be embarrassed super hard. Like, I don't know. I don't want that on my name. Like, oh, this fool is outside the club begging to get in, and like, that's.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't know.
I
Just
just
fucking
the Apple Pay. That's what I was doing.
It's weird because I was like, I had like anxiety about going there for a while, and then I actually went and like just kind of ended up feeling like, fuck, like you should have listened to your own brain and not put time into this if you kind of like knew in advance that you weren't gonna like enjoy it as much as but I already like kind of invested in plane tickets and all that kind of shit.
What was the anxiety though? Like
just like, oh, I gotta go use my social battery and just be around people and just do all the shit that I normally just don't really do, and then like I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I don't go to the club that much, because it's like to everybody that's going that doesn't have the clout, you're actually fortunate because you don't have to fucking talk to everybody that you run into. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, you know what I mean? Like just me going out in the past year and be like, bro, you can't have fun in the club. Like everybody know you. It's like, oh. Then they want to talk about shit that like you really don't care about, but it's like some shit, a clip that they saw, and it's just
and
like,
you're like, oh yeah.
And it's like, bro, it's bitches right here.
Right.
And my bitch. Like, it's people.
If I wasn't married, then for sure the club would probably be a lot more attractive.
Look,
You see?
Yeah.
You,
That
you
makes
feel
sense.
me?
I get the drift. All right.
I mean, you guys know I like have a hard time leaving the house. Period. You know what I mean? Like I go out the least. Of
You seem
anybody.
like you go out every single time it's possible, as long as your girl's not going to abuse you.
Pretty much. That's like the
if
main
you
criteria.
take your girl, then it's cool. You
No,
take
yeah.
your girl a couple times, take your girl.
She's always.
That's how you got
welcome.
to do it. People be like, "Oh, you always got your bitch." I'm not in trouble.
Yeah, and it's like honestly,
But then
the
when
last,
you go out without them, it's like, oh,
it's just
you must
funny.
be fucking somebody.
I'm so
there.
used to the dynamic of just like working all week and then spending the weekend with my fucking family and then like sometimes summoning the courage to also go out at night, that it's like, I don't know, just like being out at something that kind of like demands your energy from like noon till 4 a.m. If you really want to like optimize your time there, just like very foreign to me at a certain point.
I'm sick, so because I be at that studio, like, man, a nigga gotta go do some whole other type of shit later on, and then I gotta go back. Like, no.
If I'm
No,
being,
sir, because I'm there till 6 a.m. every time. I try to like, oh yeah, I'm leaving at 3. You're not leaving the studio at 3. You leaving right before traffic start.
you know,
It's the only thing you worried about.
if I'm being honest, like I actually have severe, I want to say social anxiety, but I like the way you put it earlier, social battery. Like my social battery is very, very limited and requires like a long time to fully recharge. And I know no one would ever think that because I'm very affable, I'm very talkative, and when like I'm in social settings, I tend to thrive. But like I'm literally in hell the whole time, and it's completely just me being fake because I don't really like that. But I will say this, it's the idea of it that really spooks me out, because when I'm in those moments and I'm out and when I'm with my homies and we're doing something cool, 9 times out of 10, like I'm grateful for the memories afterwards, and it turns out to be worth it. You know what I mean?
Grateful for the memories is like the silver lining on every boring social experience that you'll ever have. Though is like when you really think about it, like down the road, if I went to the club with Fabio Foreign, it's like that's gonna be a cool memory
Forever.
Even if in reality
Nothing
during
happened.
it I'm exhausted and don't give a fuck and I'm just totally over it and I want to go
For
home,
sure.
etc.
For sure.
It's gonna look good on social media and it's going to seem like a good memory down the road, but like while actually doing it, going to the club for me has always been a painful experience.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw money. I'm not impressed by everybody getting their fucking best outfits on and like going, I don't know. Like I went to the
You're
club when
still
it was
like-
time to get hosed.
Yeah.
And I've never really seen like value
You
in doing it
more of
otherwise.
a bar hopper than it. You rather a good bar. Than
At
the
least I was a
club,
little bit
right?
more comfortable in that environment, but
Yeah.
now I would not want anything to do with
No,
that
I'm just
environment.
saying back in your
It's-
going out.
Yeah,
days.
my going out days were mostly bars, and then I like move out here, and people start getting me accustomed to going to
Into the
fucking
club.
supper club and all this kind of shit.
Fire.
Yeah.
And it was cool. Like I have good memories of it, but also like when I think about it, like that's just the environment of everybody getting dressed up so that they can go show off how much money they got and
No,
stuff.
that's
I'm just
lame.
not gonna do it.
That aspect of it is lame, but to me, like the drugs that I tend to enjoy, and like particularly when I'm like clubbing, like popping Molly and things like that, I gig, like I dance. And even if I suck at dancing, like I love doing that shit. And bitches will be like, they'll see my energy and they'll turn up with me just because I look like I'm having so much fun. And like, so that's why I like being like, that's what I like about the club, turning up, dancing. If there's dope music, you feel
I gotta
me?
get drunk.
That's me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
okay.
not-
If I drank,
It's crap.
then it would make more sense.
I
to me.
enjoy
Yeah.
that aspect of it.
And
I'm not interested in drinking
and I
anymore.
gotta
That's part
be
of it.
in the right spot to even drink and get off deck like that. Like I don't do it a lot
Yeah.
because it's like, man, I go outside, I gotta be on point, and then it'd be like, okay, I could get drunk and be over on point and do something on accident, like just because my emotion is high right then and there. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You go out, you got to be at a level.
And I feel like
In my case,
no, 100%. And I feel like maybe I'm oblivious and should be more on point, but obviously I don't have the same like restrictions that you have in that
Yeah.
regard. So I really just like get by on just being super chill. And I try to get along with people, and I have like, it's not like I'm a threat, even though, I mean, besides today.
What
but,
is being super chill like?
just like,
I don't think I've ever done that.
I mean, you are super chill. You're a nice dude.
Nah, there's another word for it. Just being a grandpa.
I don't know, like when I'm out, like I'm super polite. I'm nice to everybody. I'm a good vibe.
See, like to me, going out, it's two venues. It's the parking lot and it's the club.
The
Them
parking
is
lot's-
two separate whole venues. It's like what time you gonna be in that parking lot? You get what I'm saying?
Of
'Cause
course.
pulling up it'd be a problem, and you better get up out of there before the end of it.
Right.
Because going out is for sure. Once them cars and everybody come outside, it's for sure up.
Yeah.
So it's like me, I gotta be too militant at the club. I'd rather just take a bitch out to eat and we go somewhere else and just get faded.
You know what we're remembering is that like
Like if I was on some dating shit.
the 2019 fucking Rolling Loud Miami was like the worst one ever. Not like the worst, but like the most ridiculous with violence and people getting killed and shot and all this crazy stuff. I don't think anything happened. There was like nothing newsworthy or notable that happened the whole time, aside from the
Yeah.
actual concert. I didn't hear about anything,
Nobody.
which is good. If
What,
the other
something
option
happened
is
at the
people dying.
concert?
Huh?
Something happened at the concert?
No.
Oh, I thought you said besides from the concert. Oh,
No, but-
meaning
I mean,
that-
people are
hearing that
hyped
it
on
was
some
going
shit.
on.
Like, you know, you've seen clips of Cardi and Travis Scott and all that kind of shit going around of like, you know, their
Yeah.
performances and everything. But it's not like, I don't know. It just
Yeah,
felt
ain't
like,
about no shooting and all. But
Nah.
one thing about South Beach police, play with them if you want to.
They're
I don't
on
know. Yeah, I don't know too many. Like, yeah, it did happen. What was that? BET Awards that one time when Thug's tour bus got shot up. It was a lot of shooting.
That was at
going on
Rolling
in
Loud?
Florida. No,
I didn't
no,
know
that's
it
what I
was
said.
in Florida.
BET Awards.
Yeah.
It was BET weekend. But yeah. Nah, you don't really hear about South Beach going left too many times.
I mean, it definitely like places
They
like
apprehended him before he get up off that little island. They doing something. Even if he do it, well, we lost Low
how about this?
inside the club right there. Rest in peace, Low.
Who's low?
Chris Brown's homeboy,
Oh, shit.
King Low.
Hmm.
Well, not King Low. What is it, King Low? It's everybody knows Low on Instagram.
How about this? This is when I got fully frustrated and gave up on the last day of Rolling Loud. Is that the Uber driver is driving us around between all these different exits, and they're giving us different bullshit excuses for why we can't get in at all these different exits. The fucking driver doesn't even speak English. He finds some cops, pulls over in the middle of this busy ass road, turns around, starts loudly talking to me in Spanish. I don't understand a word that he's saying. And then he starts talking to the cop and explaining, using the fucking cop as an interpreter to tell him why he's dropping us off because he can't handle continuing to drive between all these different spots or whatever. The cop knows who I am right away. So he's like, Adam, don't worry. We got you. I get out. There's fucking massive waves of fans walking around out here, and I'm being dumped in the middle of the fucking street by the Uber driver. He's screaming at me in a foreign language. The only saving grace is that I did have security, so I didn't have to worry about any of these animals bum rushing me. Just kidding. The kids were cool. But either way, it was just like, that was the moment where like 1090 and Ross just pulled up on me in the fucking Lambo truck or whatever the fuck they were driving, and I was just like, all right, this
Get me out of here.
This is over. Let's get the fuck out of here. And then we
Yeah.
just got out of there, went and got some food or something.
Yeah.
It was just, I'm never doing it again. It was such a huge waste. I
You're
can't believe
so
it.
against rental cars too.
I'm not against them. I was thankful as fuck in that moment that they had one, so I didn't have to order another one.
You're a black trucker. It's like, hey man, sometimes you gotta have control of your entrance and your
Hey,
exit.
Renting
You
a
know?
car to me is like infinitely more of a pain in the ass because then you have to figure out where you're going to park it. Most of the places that you're going to go.
Shit.
There's
Oh,
a certain
yeah.
type of trip where it makes sense.
But no,
It depends what
like
city
when
you
you
in.
go, I just rent black trucks most of the time when I go out of town,
Mhm.
and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
It's like you got the black truck, and then you can park it like a black truck too. You can always leave your hazards on, and they think that you're a truck waiting on somebody. That's how I play ball.
oh, that's kind of
I just get the ticket. I ain't gonna lie to you. It costs just as much as valet. So if all that shit's full and there's something right there that it ain't saying that it's gonna tow, like if they do come, it's $55, $60.
I'm a huge
Valet
proponent.
100.
make extra money by just driving random people
Valet's
around. That's not a bad idea.
$100. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I think honestly, like I was literally just trying to find the silver linings, but after hearing the whole entirety of your trip, I understand why you'd be frustrated by it. I didn't really realize like that.
Hey, you gotta put out the Uber.
Yeah, I didn't really realize it like turned out
Yeah.
that slimy.
No, it was terrible.
Because he couldn't take the traffic. This is what you signed up for. You're a fucking driver.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're getting paid every minute that we're in here. you're getting paid more and more. What are you complaining about? I know it
Traffic,
sucks,
anxiety.
but most drivers want that kind of client that's
Yeah.
gonna just like drive around for hours and hours. Remember the fool in Atlanta, and we just like gave him money to just drive us around all day when we were with Woody and stuff. He was happy as fuck because he didn't have to give a percentage to Uber. He clocks out, he's driving us around, doing whatever around mechanics.
Uber is robbing them.
And that's what I was like I was about to say, like the step up between even renting like a black truck is, damn, let me get like a car service. You feel me? That's finna mob me wherever for the duration of my stay.
Yeah, that's
That's like
that's 1,500 a day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
the
the
way
level
that I
up.
be outside. That shit 1,500.
Yeah,
even at 75 an hour.
But like, if you really break
the new trucks is like $1.
Look at how they're
But if you
dogging
really
you
do
out.
it like that-
Lush wearing jeans with the tech hoodie. That is not true. He
definitely
has the
not.
bottoms. We would have already roasted him for that.
But that's
He
pretty
is wearing white socks with the black forces though.
I did wear exactly what I plan on
That's
wearing
not
to
like a thing.
do
This is the
cardio
thing.
later. I got my
You see,
workout
you
pants and
went
a
black on
random
black.
ass t-shirt.
Do you wear white socks with black shoes?
I never wear white socks ever.
I know they Nike.
That's what you're doing?
I know they Nike.
Come on, man.
You have black.
White socks with black shoes. I didn't realize that
I
was a
usually
stigma.
don't even do this, but the shoes is white. The homies tell me to chill out when the shoes white. I could wear white socks.
Shout out to
'Cause
everybody.
I'm like you. I wear black socks.
Yeah,
all
who
the
knows
time.
about the gold toes?
Hey, pay church. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you thing too about the gold toes.
You know about the
though.
gold toes?
Yeah,
That's
come
the
on,
best
church,
sock.
You don't know nothing about
Gold
the gold
toes distribution.
No, not him.
I
But
you talk about a sock.
although I
P.
did watch a random Tommy G video about him going to a prison, and then gold toes was just there, and so was peso peso.
Like on some,
Not like in prison.
like
they were
talking to
just
the
like
kids
hanging
or-
out, talking to the prisoners and shit. I was kinda
somewhere in
surprised by
Texas.
that.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, definitely.
What peso?
Peso.
from Saswaka's.
Oh,
hardest
I'm like,
essay
nigga,
ever.
Wait, Lil Cut just got out of way.
Yeah, no,
Like how
no.
the fuck he going on some shit? He still ain't even on parole. I know they ain't
Peso
letting
with
him
no
do that
lie.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to? Oh yeah, and then I guess the final thing was that we went and we did a podcast with Destiny, me and Trapler Ross. Managed to not get any top, so that was pretty cool.
You
What
got
was
some.
top discussed?
Only in that he didn't want me to ask him about top.
Top.
Okay.
So we're gonna respect you, Des.
No, we can talk about it here. He's just like he's.
Adam. You got some top though.
I didn't get top. I didn't get the Destiny
Oh,
top.
so he was like, oh, don't ask me for a top.
No, he said, I'm down to talk about anything, but I don't want to talk about the video. You know, obviously he's talking about the video, him sucking a dick.
So why'd you do it?
I'm just bringing it up on here.
No, I'm saying, so why did he do it if he didn't want to talk about it?
Okay, the video basically like the other person in the video, not Nick Fuentes, apparently, he had his shit hacked or whatever, and the video was maliciously put out there, and I guess the other person's not happy about it, so he didn't want me to talk about it because the other person is kind of trying to get it over with and not have it discussed at
Well,
length.
he was getting top. the
Yeah,
other
to be
person.
fair,
So
it
it's
definitely
like-
doesn't make him look nearly as
Destiny was the
Yes,
top
it
giver,
does.
yeah.
It does.
Plus
It
that-
makes it, but I'm just like, you're not going through too much. At least you wasn't the 1 second.
I feel like Trapler Ross would have
Jesus
been the one to
Christ.
get head from Destiny, if anything.
Are we sure it wasn't?
He's a big fan. I've been around him a bunch of times, so I already know that I don't need top. from him.
Trap's my boy. Trap,
That's my boy,
Trap-
but he could
Trap
probably
love
get some
them
top, right?
strippers.
Yeah.
You don't think?
Listen, man.
If I had to hazard a guess, I feel like Trap's with the pussy. You feel me? I don't even.
I
think he-
mean,
Definitely.
you can say that, but Trap, he fits. Hey,
He could be a switch hitter. him and Destiny kind of like look the same. They're skinny, white, have like a mop of hair on their head, and they both wear glasses.
And they're probably like distant relatives, if we're being fair. Like at least third cousins twice removed.
they don't
Probably
look
not,
that
but-
much alike. I mean, but
They're from different countries.
yeah.
There's
How
no.
how do we all?
Do you
You
know how
guys all
genealogy
come
works?
from the Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're gonna go Dr. Umar.
Point
on
of-
us. Yeah.
Point of origin.
Yeah, but that was a
You
good
guys all
episode.
date back to one place.
What was so?
I'm so sick of people telling me that.
that
People are always trying to tell you
shit
that.
sucks, right?
It sucks because you just feel like this person doesn't know what the
So
fuck
what is
they're
the
talking
Caucasus
about.
Mountain? Is that
but it's
Scandinavian?
not gonna
Yes.
like. There's nothing I could say to debunk whatever the fuck you're talking about, even though I feel like you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Usually, when people start breaking down, or like the black people are the real Jews. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, dude, yeah, all right, whatever, man.
The real Israelites.
Yeah, whatever.
But as far as like all white people originating from the Caucasus Mountains, absolutely not true. And there's like empirical evidence that like
it's evidence about all type of shit.
Bro,
it's just like
you just asked her that she was in Scandinavia.
No, I said
She
no.
was a
What I'm
whole,
saying,
like-
no, I'm talking about the shit that he said and what she
Yeah,
said. I'm just
of
like,
course,
nigga,
of
it's
course.
evidence.
It's really-
everything. Nobody really gives.
It's
a
when
fuck.
someone starts giving you a lecture about the history of your people when you've never seen them express any interest in anthropology ever, but somehow now they're like an
They got the
expert
book.
when it comes time to basically tell you why your
But-
race kind of sucks.
But yeah, nah. Yeah. Hey, I never heard the response of a white person to
I
the
mean-
shit that black.
But
people-
also a white
But
person who
it's
doesn't
cool.
even care enough to spend
Yeah,
20
yeah.
minutes trying to debunk this. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it in general. That's
Yeah,
just me.
for sure. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because the question is like, how does it really affect anything tangibly? Like, okay, even if that is true, what is that? How does that?
No,
affect?
what I was saying is some black people study like a lot of shit in jail. So now when they see people, or I don't know where other people say, so then when they get a chance to release it, it's like, oh, I read a book about this.
Mm.
But just
Yeah.
like you saying that these other books is written by men, like the Bibles and what's the name of the Jewish book?
Torah.
The Torah, yeah. And
The
all the
Quran,
other stuff,
yeah.
it's all man-made and handwritten. So the same shit that you're reciting verbatim is man-made too. It's opinionated. It's, you know what I'm saying, lightly factual. And you know what I mean? Because nobody was there at them times. But we can move on from there.
Well, yeah.
Like-
Oh man, I hope you don't
Yeah,
become one of
yeah,
those.
yeah.
If you
Nah.
become a Hebrew Israelite,
Yeah, nah.
No,
Oh,
I'm just saying,
man.
it's
I felt like
lightly
he was making a
factual.
strong.
it might be
case-
time.
I felt like that was
Nah.
a strong case for atheism, if anything. If you really break
just-
down,
Uh-huh.
what he was
I just
saying.
don't even want to get into that over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's just like I
That
don't
needs to be
even
like
need
a
people-
research stream. We need to like commit to like diving extremely deep into it. What's up, Rad?
Yeah.
Come
So you
on.
trying to get a cigarette?
Oh, you're trying to get a cigarette. Coming in with your dog.
How much of a sociopath are you?
Damn, look at
Be
those shoes.
determined about
Those
which
are
one you
cool
choose.
shoes.
One of those. Okay, sociopath. So,
Tell you about it when we get upstream. Yeah.
Adam would love
Those
Yeah,
are
you would
cool.
love
these.
those.
I'm gonna get these for you.
Nah, don't buy me none.
Yeah, we'll get you some.
That's how Adam tells you to get his shoes.
Nah.
Gay pride.
Nah.
Because you buy me something, I gotta buy you something.
You know those
Gonna
are
waste
gay
the whole
pride.
afternoon going rad
You know,
shopping, huh?
You know those
Gay
are,
pride.
those are gay pride.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear to
How
God.
are they gay pride? There's no rainbows.
Look,
It says what on the back?
2 guys in the term.
Wait, seriously?
I swear to
had a
God,
buckle
we
right
didn't
here.
know. We didn't know it had
We're
a
talking about
buckle
his shoes.
with two
Let me
guys.
get one. I want to put it on so we could get our research team out there to.
Oh,
let
they
us
know for sure.
Yeah, those
Okay, you're telling me this is a gay shoe?
Look on the
Yes.
tongue.
I
On the
bet-
back it
no,
says-
Look at all the back. There's other things going on.
There's
You
gay
guys.
shit on there.
Yeah, for
There's shit
sure.
on there.
There's gay shit. on there.
It does kind of look like two dudes kissing, or at least like two people with short hair kissing.
But they got big backs.
That's okay.
Hey, big. But it had a buckle like that too. We thought it was a girl
Yeah,
busting
they-
it open. It was two kids.
Look at what's going on with you,
Two
Brad? Why you
mans
got
is
like
crazy.
a bunch of cotton and fur? We have a bunny.
I got a dog.
The dog doesn't have fur like this.
Uh,
I got a dog.
I got a dog, man.
Y'all gotta tell me what kind of shoes those are though, because I still don't know.
That's the SB Dunks. They are.
They got
The gay price.
it's like the RL
It says the RL.
or they or there.
That's there.
It's an E.
That's THERE. Right?
No, that's an L.
L.
L. Do you guys see the video of Kodak on
They about
drugs?
to say, look, Adam designed it. Fuck. House phone collab. Fuck. Damn, I'm really trying to find out what it is.
I'm sure they're.
I might just stop reading the motherfuckers.
Those are. That's a house phone. Shut the fuck up.
You said it too. Look, it fucked me up too.
It
I
took me a
said-
minute to understand the joke they were trying to make. Okay, you guys see Kodak fried. I'm not gonna play the video because obviously it's gonna be copyright, but it feels like when we have conversations about things that Kodak is doing in public, it seems like more and more the conversations are, it used to be cute, and it's kind of like slowly becoming clear that this guy's really dealing with some shit.
Yeah.
Do you see the video of him on stage?
Can we run it?
No.
I
did.
or at least
but
for
we was
us?
tweaking
Nah,
out.
well, no, because we can't really play because of the music. Huh?
You can mute it. I just because you want us to see his
If you want. Yeah.
body actions right
Okay.
at that point.
Here's the.
Well, I seen him at the studio with Rich the Kid right after this, right?
All right, here we go. Again, no audio. We still haven't fixed this problem.
Oh, you want audio?
Well,
No,
I
we
wanted
don't
to try at
want
least.
I did see this. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we probably shouldn't be playing that, but
Yeah, nah.
basically, he's supposed to be coming out and doing like a massive performance at Rolling Loud, and instead, he's sort of
He's sparking his black mouth. He's
He's-
gonna run it back.
he's lackadaisically roaming around the stage. You see him like bumping into the dancers at one point.
I know when it says.
But by all
He
means,
just waited for the bus.
I support Kodak dressing however he wants on stage at Rolling Loud, but it does occur to me that this is probably the least effort that any of the headliners put into their outfit with the jean shorts and the denim tears hoodie, which aren't all the denim tears hoodies fake.
I mean, when I see
No,
denim tears,
they're
I think
not.
fake.
What the fuck?
Like, yeah,
No, they are.
I
No, they're
think,
not.
No, I swear to God, I saw Tremaine saying that.
Man, he's lying.
Are denim tears hoodies fake?
They're tacky 100% of the time.
They have fake ones.
Oh, but I swear to God, I saw Tremaine saying that they're all
he
fake.
probably stopped making them.
But he might have been saying that about something else, like some other.
You got real versus fake.
No, they had. Apparently, they
Let's see the
still.
letter.
I'm not saying that Kodak would have any kind of reason to go get a fake fucking denim tears hoodie, but I just
not all denim tears.
I'll be honest. If it's Kodak Black, to me, it's dope.
You might as well buy a fake one.
I would prefer.
If it's cheaper.
I would prefer Kodak wearing fake denim
That's cute.
tears.
You got Conrad's ear dust in toe dust in your ear. That little lint that you picked out of shit.
what it
It's
gravitated
connected
over to
your
me.
ear, yeah. It's on
Stop
your
it.
earplug. Take it.
Oh, that is the same shit. It came out of his fucking shoe.
Amazing. Amazing.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah. Here we go. Look at this.
I'm more surprised when Kodak Black's not on
Oh,
drugs.
it's not the hoodies, it's the t-shirts.
Okay.
Oh, they
Look at-
got t-shirts?
Yeah, but look, he said the bootleg denim tears stimulus package. Side note, all over print cotton reef t-shirts don't exist. They don't look good. Not enough negative space. Every single one y'all ever seen is fake, but y'all do y'all. Okay, I was wrong. The t-shirts are all fake, the hoodies are not. My bad.
Okay.
As far as like Kodak's drug use, I'm more surprised if I would see him.
How do you
in-
know his name? Tremaine.
He's like super famous, you fucking ignoramus.
Ignorant as hell.
I've known who he was for like 10 years. He's like the creative director of fucking Supreme.
Oh, for real?
I mean, he was until he
didn't know
quit
that.
and then started doing the
He's
denim
like,
tears.
I saw Tremaine.
Hey, listen, I'm not a fashion guy by any means, but I do know who he
You
is.
sound like fashionista, like a motherfucker right there. Tremaine. What's good?
Okay, is it elitist of me to know who Tremaine is?
No, it's not. But it's just like you were. I didn't know who Tremaine was,
okay.
and then it's like Denim Tears. I didn't think it was a big enough brand for us to give a fuck who the owner was because
feel
they
like
got
it's
one
huge.
design.
Yeah, to be fair,
No,
there's-
they
They
have
got-
tons of stuff.
they-
Yeah,
but
one design you're familiar with.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm not a fucking Denim Tears fan. I just see the circles like, okay, that's Denim Tears. Now, is he dope? Yeah, because everybody's wearing it, so I got to give it to him. But like,
Right.
to be fair, there's like way smaller brands where we probably know who's behind
that's
it.
like me saying Joshua said that he's gonna drop his Christmas collab this week.
Oh, you mean Joshua and Dior?
Who's Joshua?
That's no dub.
Oh,
Yeah,
he doesn't have like a code name. He's like an actual fan. Look at it. He put an interview 4 months ago, 271,000 views. It's not just a random guy,
No, I understand that.
and he doesn't have
Look
like a
how
nickname.
cool he fucking looks.
Hey, he looks reasonably cool, right? Yeah.
How many people that?
What
Okay,
the
so for
fuck?
example, since you brought up like Dub, how many people do you think wear cough syrup but don't know who Dub is?
A huge percentage.
Okay, it's like, but there
Yeah.
are like it's-
Locally, of
Not
course,
in
we all
outside
know.
LA.
But in my
Outside LA.
opinion, cough syrup's so big that there's
Yeah,
a
it's just cough
shitload
syrup.
of
It's a
people
gang
who
of
don't know
people.
who he
Yeah,
is.
for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Which is like best case
They
scenario as a
definitely
clothing
don't know
designer.
Josh.
Yeah.
That's like
I don't know.
super like that. That says a lot about the success of his brand. The same way I bet there's a lot of people who smoke cookies that don't know about Burner.
Yeah.
It's a huge brand. That's like if you're successful, you've attracted the layman who doesn't know about that shit.
Yeah, you're not necessarily synonymous. Your name might not be synonymous with the brand, but like a lot of people that know about Off-White know who Virgil is for sure. I'd say that there's that's kind of an outlier in that conversation, right? Like
Virgil for sure. Virgil's
you don't think so?
Yeah, because there's people in the hood that didn't know who the hell Virgil was.
and a lot of people who wear fucking Off-White are like Persian guys in the club.
But
and they know that Off-White is a legit brand. Maybe not now as much, but
God damn, what happened to Virgil? You feel me? Like
you gotta stop just quoting random lyrics to me.
Your own lyric.
I know, but it's
well, it's like, but I'm saying like it was referencing a whole song that like Lil Durk.
You could have said,
"Oh
my God, what happened to Virgil?"
Exactly. Like
that's what you could have said.
He's referencing that.
His lyric.
Okay,
but also like just because we mentioned Virgil doesn't mean we need to sing a song that mentions him.
But I'm saying,
I feel like that. I don't even want to do the bad podcasting conversation, but I feel like that's bad podcasting.
It's fuck Lush Day apparently, but
no, I just. I wish there was a way for us to have this conversation that didn't come off like an attack, but you just got to scale it back a little bit, Lush.
I'll try. I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. I'm here to learn.
I'm not like mad at you. It's just like sometimes I feel like we get on the podcast and it feels like there's like a fucking enraged pit bull that accidentally snorted some meth that is like sitting next to us.
Oh, go.
You know what it is? I just get excited.
You teach me. No, you know what happened? He taught me how to step off the gas.
He showed you what?
Yeah, because I'm like,
oh no.
I'm glad I served a purpose.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I'm glad.
All right. So I gotta slow down in order to show my bro, like, hey, I don't think we're supposed to be talking right now.
Damn, all right. I'm gonna work on it.
You gotta.
No, it ain't bad though. You be saying shit, but you
have a lot of good shit to say. It's just, it's two things. It's like definitely both of us feel like when we're talking that you're kind of like excitedly like trying to jump into the conversation like at any given moment, which is it's just gotta. It's like, and I don't want you to be like a boring ass co-host. We know what that's like. We've had people on the shows who like don't talk, and that sucks. It's just like I just wish you could just turn it down by 20%.
I totally could, and I will. And I understand, like I'm the C mic here. You feel me? Like I ain't.
It's no letters on the mic.
Whatever.
And if anything, he's the C.
Yeah, clear. I'm the D. Whatever.
So
you feel me?
You're the Mexican
liar. You lied to me, Lush.
I'm Miguel, the Mexican mic. But whatever it is, and like I understand that. I think it's just like I be trying to be like, damn, I'll be wanting to at least demonstrate some value. So maybe I'll demonstrate some value by dialing it back.
We know that you have something of note to say about nearly everything. Like we know that you have a lot to say about everything. It's just, I feel like the flow of the pod would be a little bit better if you were just like a little bit more selective.
I got it. I'm down. Watch. You guys are going to see a new me. It's a new me.
Okay.
Or when you about to say something, you got to just lock it in and let a motherfucker finish their sentence. And if they take a long enough break, then you can jump in.
And you need to
boring at that point.
Sorry, but you also like sometimes any of us might go into like monologue mode, which is like if Brick's telling a story, I forget what it was. There was something like a month ago or something where you were telling some story that was kind of long, and you got real frustrated that he kept like jumping in, and it's like. You got to kind of like peep that. And sometimes when I watch Joe Budden, I realize like, oh, he for sure like has informed them in advance, or they're just like good at picking up on the vibes that like Joe's telling the story and he's even doing gaps in the story where like you say something and then you like give it a little room to breathe and then you say something else and you keep the story going.
Yeah.
But you can't really do that when you feel like this ferocious battle rap pit bull is going to jump in at any given moment.
But we both attacked you earlier when you were trying to give, just for example, he was trying to give a monologue about his trip to Rolling Loud, and we kept intervening, making little jokes and fucking throwing him off of what he was saying because every topic that he switched to, we wanted to know about right then and there.
You know when I noticed it was when I was watching Duke Dennis react to us talking about him, and it was like, he ended up having to like skip through it a little bit too much because it was like hard to follow the conversation because it was a little too much jumping in and it was like kind of incoherent.
Oh, what I called him cute?
It was a bunch of gay shit that
Somebody
we're
tell
doing.
me-
He did shout us out during
Hey,
that.
the hubby like, damn, and then you call the niggas cute. I said, I didn't call him cute. He was like, you said he wasn't that cute. I'm like, that's not calling somebody cute.
Was I a part of this convo too? Was
Yeah,
I?
You were there for
I-
sure.
I was
yeah.
When I said
I don't
he
think you
looked
talked
like
that much
Future.
in that part
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
But
no, but I get it, and I just you feel me? A player be excited, and
No,
chopping it up with the homies.
And no,
and-
sure. Nobody wants to take that away from you because we do love the Lush excitement for sure.
Yeah.
It's
We're
just
not saying don't be excited.
sometimes we just need to like kind of consciously scale it back. And the problem is that I'll be thinking like I need to mention this to him after, and then at the end of the podcast, it's just kind of like, all right, we're done. Like,
Yeah.
we're the fuck out of here. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and it's kind of like,
Bro,
that-
we talk
that
all
doesn't-
day. You my friend in real life.
True.
Like, what the
But
fuck?
don't-
Like,
but-
yeah.
And that's why I feel like we can have these conversations. Although having it on camera, probably not
no,
ideal.
it's actually better. Cool. Good content.
But
Fuck
you
it,
can't.
it's
But
all-
look,
I'm
this
not
the thing.
embarrassed.
Don't
You feel
finish
me?
nobody's sentence for him. How
but
about
Yeah.
that?
But-
That's because you do that. You be like, yeah. 'cause you
I'm
did
an
this,
ad
you did
libber
that.
fool. I'll be on my Young
But-
Jesus.
but-
Yeah.
But this is the
you
thing.
feel me? Like,
Yeah, like
Like,
you gotta
literally,
cut back on it because not only are you like interfering with the audio, bro, you could throw somebody's
I get
train
all
of
that.
thought off when you do that shit. And I ain't trying to be hard.
No,
you say
no,
I said
no,
the
I
least
love
the
this.
whole
I love
time
this.
because it's cool because I be doing the same shit, but I've learned more from you. Like I learned from Spider Loc at first.
Damn, I don't like.
Then I
okay,
learned
don't like
from
where this
like
is going.
other people. But no, you're dope though.
Yeah.
Like nigga, I can say that. I can say like you like a whole fucking
I'm a.
historian.
You know what
when
it
comes
is?
to certain
Later.
shit.
I need to like it's an ego thing too on my behalf because I think that I'm so fucking I know so much and what I say is so important. So I need to dial that back and that's cool. You feel me? I this is the dopest podcast to me. I love it and I want to fucking make it better. So if I'm doing some shit wrong, we gonna get it right. And guess what? Still rawer than all y'all. So it is what it is.
This
gang.
nigga tried to tell me today about the Crips and the blood.
No.
I tried
Oh,
to
Rolling
correct
40s
him.
is a very popular
I
hit.
tried to correct.
I
I
was
tried to
right.
correct this nigga about the. No, you said they was a group.
Okay,
You
so we're gonna
said,
talk.
Nigga, yeah, they forget.
Adam,
Go
do you want
ahead.
us to do this or?
Air it out.
Yeah.
So, we were having a discussion about the origins of drill music,
Yeah,
and
but
there-
you about to go all around all the wrong shit that you said. I know, I can tell by how you started. But go ahead.
You go, no,
Go
no,
ahead.
no. The fact
Go
that I
ahead.
actually have the ability to create context is not a bad thing, friends.
All right, so we was talking about drill music. What happened?
And I will say, most of our peers are not even smart enough to have conversations like the one that we just had about the flow of the podcast. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
for
really
sure.
feel like a lot of our peers are even like capable of that level of like insight. They
And
just
not-
get on camera and talk.
And not being butthurt about it. You
Yeah.
feel me? It's like you know, this we
nah,
we
for
met.
Sure.
With that being said, we're talking about the origins of drill music, and I said if you really want to trace it back, because people were saying different things, I believe it goes back to "Banging on Wax," which is the Bloods and Crips album released, I believe, in 1991. And Hurley, got-
You said it was a group called Bloods and Crips.
Yeah,
that
It was
released the
it was like a
album.
boy band.
It was like it was just a Blood and Crips boy band, nigga.
So is a boy band or group?
Yes.
What I'm trying to tell you, it's not a group at all.
Okay.
Blood and Crip, they never performed on the same stage. You think that a motherfucker is gonna let a motherfucker say, I cast out, can't step, look like that on my minutes, I give it up, I give a fuck, love for life, and I'm with it. All that shit.
Yeah.
And killing all type
Back
of
into an
bloods. And then they
S
talk
matrix,
about all
yeah.
type of crab killing and all that, bro.
Yeah.
They not finna be in the same room, bro.
No, okay. So,
But they were at that time, at least a little bit, weren't
no,
they?
yes, they were.
No, they
and the,
were
big-
not.
And the strongest subversion, because Bricc,
When were they in the room?
hold on.
When were they in the room?
At the Wish You Were Here video shoot.
At the Wish You Was Here, that means that it was just like I told you. It was nigga like the 60s and the Bonnie Hunters being together, bro. Some niggas that get along in the first place. Them niggas that was dissing each other, they had replies to them disses on the same fucking
Correct.
album. They never seen each other. Yeah, they probably got one video off. You get
So,
what I'm saying?
okay,
They probably got one video off.
okay,
But niggas was really, activated.
So 2 questions. Did you agree with my statement that Banging on Wax is the origins of drill music?
For sure.
You agree with the
That's
statement.
where we agree. But
Yes.
you tried to start off without going through how you told me about Bloods and Crips and
No,
all
no,
this
I wasn't
shit.
trying to
And
tell
They
you-
took a group photo. It took for Conrad to tell him, no, it was fake. And then he's like, oh, yeah?
So okay, this is correct. The aversion that Bricc and Rad had to what I said, and really not even Rad, because at first when he said, "Oh yeah, there was a group," was Rad's initial reaction. You know what I mean? The strongest disagreements Bricc had is that they were a quote unquote group.
Okay.
All right. And then
For the record, show the screen. This is the album that we're talking about. The
Yeah.
famous Banging on Wax.
So those
album.
weren't gangbangers right there.
we didn't know that. This is what I didn't know. I didn't.
Yes,
I
they
thought that
are,
was,
right?
I
No,
thought that
that's
was
not.
Tweety Bird Loke and all the
No,
different
that's
members.
not all the people from the album. That's just a fake picture.
Really?
Yes.
This is what I was today years old.
Yeah.
And I never knew that. Now, okay, their follow-up album was it was two different albums. It was
They
Damu
might
Riders
even be-
and
yeah.
Nationwide Rip Riders.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
and that's the
was
songs
slick.
you were referencing.
Yeah,
is
that was a
from,
Nationwide Rip Ride. That's what I was
okay,
like.
but they
But
really,
I
they
remember
was-
Banging on Wax. This is
Yeah.
it, buddy.
exactly. You feel me? So, but that was a discussion. I wasn't trying to teach Bricc Baby about the Crips.
No, but you were saying it was the beginning of drill music. Yeah,
Wait.
it was like a drill compilation. It was like all the diss songs together distributed through the same nigga. It was a genius somewhere in the room. Like, you know what? I'm finna make some money off of y'all dissing each other. And it
Could you-
probably
I just finally found a big version of this. Can you tell me what this means? Mr. G Rider.
Mr. C Rider, West
Oh,
Side,
C Rider.
West Side Rolling 60 Crips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Confederate Terminator for life. What does that mean?
So you're saying that's not really him? That's an actor
It
dressed
has
as
to be.
Mr. C Rider.
That's a sick shirt.
I want. You know what? It is an amazing.
What is a
shirt.
Confederate
look at
Terminator?
them. Most
mean?
of them look Polynesian. And, bro, look
They
at
do,
what
they
you
do.
looking
You're
at,
right,
bro.
you're right,
Look
you're-
at what you looking at, bro. Look at the like. Come on,
I
cuz.
was tripping on bro on the right. That
I'm
looked
like,
good.
I don't know. I ain't gonna say that I ain't missed that, but I don't know who
Wh-
C Rider
Yeah,
is.
where's Tweety Bird Loke? I don't see Tweety Bird Loke in this photo.
Look at Cuz, OG Cuz to the right. He look like he.
This is a
work at
mask, don't you think?
That's
Wait,
what
is
I'm
it
trying
not?
to do. I don't know.
Where's guy that made Pyru Love?
When I went to the Drake battle rap thing with Geechee Gotti, I felt like I saw a lot of cool shirts like this. That was one of the best parts for me of reading everybody's gangster shirts.
hood shirts are definitely a thing.
Yeah, I wish
We
it's almost
gotta
worth
get
joining a gang just
Sure.
to be able to rock those kind of shirts.
You should.
Nah, you're not gonna trick me on my spot.
You should. You could join Gay Boy Gangsters.
Ah,
GBG.
Only if
yeah.
Destiny joins with me.
He's
Normandy
already-
and
And Ross.
Monica.
You go get your put on the Vaseline Alley.
I'm not against that.
That's gay.
Great content.
But no, they really got an alley called Vaseline Alley.
Those fools are really
It's
pressing the
all-
line too.
They say it's on the brand Santa Monica.
But,
By
okay,
Normandy and all
I
that.
feel
Or
like-
Highland-
It's like
is it
Normandy.
Highland?
I
No,
just-
no. it's
when I
right
searched
there behind
Banging
the
on
donut
Wax,
shop.
I saw
The alley.
BG Knockout saying
I
that
know.
he turned down being on this album,
Which,
that makes me feel like it's a real album.
well, if BG Knockout turned down being on that album, he was 14 years old when he turned it down. So he was probably young as hell. Because
And he was still cripping, and he didn't want to be on no album where the Bloods was dissing him back.
it would make a lot of sense.
Like,
For
you know
him
what I
to
mean?
not-
Like, I agreed. That probably was a DP back then. Nigga, like, you.
Let me take you back to my fourth grade birthday party, which was held at
Banging on
Fun
Wax.
World. What Fun World is an arcade in New Hampshire.
But where you banging on? Wax?
My homie gave me a gift. He put that tape inside of a butter box.
Never.
It was like a butter box. He took it and
Adam,
took
you
the
been
butter out,
fucked up like
put that
for
tape
that
in.
long?
I got that in I was like 10, 11, whatever. I don't know.
Did
No,
he do that
third
like
grade,
to hide
you
it
were,
'cause he
like,
wasn't
8.
supposed to give that to you? Or
Nah,
was that,
because
like,
he was
just-
kind of
You were
poor and
8
he
in
probably
the third
didn't.
grade.
He didn't have like parents that would necessarily like have gift wrapping supplies on deck,
Yeah.
and that's how I found out about that album.
You were like 8 or 9.
I was a kid.
That's an
That's
amazing.
great.
That's like really dope because that's the fact that you wound up, being as deeply entrenched in all this and the gang historicalness and the drill music. Because like I said, I really believe that's the beginning when people want to trace the origins.
Mm.
Because this stemmed from a conversation of 50 Cent saying he was the originator of drill music.
Ah, okay. So what
Yeah,
was your
50
discrepancy
Cent.
with him?
No,
No,
it was just the Bloods.
It was
and
the
Crips.
stuff we just covered.
No,
Okay.
we agreed. We
He
agreed on the
agreed.
drill music.
When I
But 50 Cent was like, he was on that interview with, what's the white boy that's beefing with
Andrew
Kendrick?
Schultz.
yeah.
Yeah, Schultz. He was on the interview with Schultz, and he basically was stating that NBA YoungBoy and Durk and them got that same energy that he had when he came around. Like he liked the energy been there, and then he liked the conscious rap was more like Q-Tip and Common and all those people. Like it was Kendrick. That's the Kendrick energy. Like he said, basically the rap gang is doing nothing but repeating itself. Like it's always been that type of energy. He was like trying to act like he was like the originator, and I was like, damn, that is kind of true. Then he brought it up like, nah, to be real, and I'm like, that is true.
Yeah, and like
West Coast. Banging on wax was one of the first forms of drill music.
But there's so many versions of that because, like, even when we did the DB the General interview, he's claiming that he was the first drill rapper from Northern California, which I'm sure it felt like that to him. Like he was the first person, really putting that shit in his lyrics, at least from his generation that he could remember. But yeah, obviously, like dissing your enemies in rap songs is it's a relatively old tradition.
So when we ride on our enemies.
But I mean, there is entire just to clarify on the DB point, like there's entire compilations in Hunter's Point, big black compilations.
I mean, like to keep it real, is Banging on Wax. Then it's Tupac and Biggie.
Well, there's one example before
I
that.
Fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
DJ Quick he was banging on Wax
Thought you had to get like second like a crack. Oh, him and MC8.
Oh, you wasn't from Rolling 60s, more like Trag New. You feel me? Like
he's Trag New Park, you say.
Yeah.
He say DJ EIHT.
Yes, it should continue. You left out the G because the G's not in you. You feel me? It's still QUIK with no C. Still, you can't see me.
White as hell. I think it said it's because the G is not in you.
The G is not.
It's because the G ain't in you.
I said
you left
out
the G because you said it's not.
Rewind the tape, whatever, man. I'm white, but what the fuck Bricc talking about? But like,
because the G isn't in you.
I did not say isn't. Regardless,
you say it's not.
Regardless, this fool DJ Quick was like the first rapper that I remember actually wasn't just like we knew certain rappers were Crips and Bloods. We knew Snoop Dogg was a Crip. It took us a while, like as listeners that were outside, to realize, oh, he from 20s, this or that. But we knew instantly DJ Quick was from Treetop, 400 block.
Nigga caught you at the airport. You was shaking like a crab gang. Or was it the red light?
Okay, I have something I would like to hear Lush speak on. How was the TDE concert?
So
Friday.
The fact that there is literally traffic going to send like
it was on the nose.
Bruh, it
was insane.
Absolutely insane. Beautiful thing. Shouts to, all the people from that community, you know what I'm saying? The Nickersons, and everybody that showed so much love.
How come when you say it doesn't sound like the N-word, but every time I say it, everybody basically like laughs in my face?
What?
It's a risky word to say.
The blank gardens.
It's a risky word to say.
Every time I say it, it sounds like I'm about to go on a hate spree.
Any word that starts with an N-I and ends with an E-R is dicey for a white person to say.
Because I said it the other day, and Laura immediately was like, oh.
Like, what? Like the Knicks?
See?
Oh,
the
nigger sons.
Well.
Those niggers sons.
But, I mean, because that stands out to me because, like, all right, you go to any venue, it's a big part of like how a city is built, that if you're going to be able to have huge concerts in an area, then there needs to be appropriate parking for that venue. Meanwhile,
right there,
you do a concert right in the middle of the projects. It's like, where the fuck is everyone going to park besides just like every possible street?
Bro, people were parking in random alleys. I felt super bad for this kid from out of town. He was trying to find his car and he didn't know where he was at. He walking around, but everybody around there, they were like,
yeah, Top be on that though. He be telling everybody to treat everybody.
Yeah,
like,
everybody was
you
so welcoming
day,
and cool.
Bro.
Look, as long as like
we gotta have this every year. Y'all can't blow this.
I was super low key. I wasn't trying to be seen. Like I barely even get. But people like literally.
You said you were being mobbed.
By the time I got to 80th and Central, I didn't even get to. I'm getting mobbed in my car. They're filming me.
Central.
I drove Central all the way down. Like I got off.
So you got mobbed by 80%, nigga. That's far the fuck away.
Bro, I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying.
Niggas is on 113.
I understand where the fuck it was. While I'm driving in the streets, People are taking pictures and videos all on the
Way
internet.
back
Like,
there.
way back there.
Yeah, that's
Way
hard.
back there.
Or did somebody catch you right there and then it was traffic? Like when you got up the street?
Multiple people. Look,
Tell the truth, like.
Okay, I'm lying.
No, I'm saying, did you
I got
run
off
into like a random fan right there by 80th?
Several fans, but literally even before that, I went to the CVS, which is like damn near by 50th or whatever on Central, like because that's where I was going to buy my toys.
Yeah.
You feel me? About my Mickey Mouse play set, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
You feel me?
crazy.
Yeah. So
Them kids deserve better.
no, man,
I'm talking shit.
Hey, motherfuckers will
I'm
bring
on his ass right. He don't even notice that I'm making him explain everything.
I do.
He's doing it.
They was look, motherfuckers was definitely showing a lot of love. I got given a TDE staff shirt. You feel me? Like
by who?
By somebody that was there. I'm shouts to the lady that was. You feel me at the Speeds Hut, and I got shown a lot of love, and it was a beautiful thing. And you know, Doechii is an amazing artist. I expect her to be the artist of 2025.
That's what Twitter says.
Smack didn't smack the shit out you?
No, Smack, you feel me? Like, I seen Smack from you. I feel like we locked eyes.
That's why you didn't want to see. Nah, you felt like we locked eyes.
Because why does Smack want to beat the shit out of you? What happened? I can't remember.
He doesn't, like, really.
Oh, okay.
I think he's just like...
But didn't he say, like relatively recently that he wanted to attack you?
He said relatively recently he wanted to attack me because I said to Bricc, it seemed like Smack was pretty upset. He seemed like Smack was pretty upset at you, and but then again, like I said before, I feel like my gold medal in the 1997 Crackhead Olympics when he got the silver medal in the
because you told us that you were going
Basehead Marathon.
You said you were going to this concert with 4 girls, and I think like everybody in the group chat was like.
It was 3.
I hope you're all right.
Fight better than
I hope you're all right.
It was 3 girls.
Okay.
And all 3 girls fight better than him.
I got a lot of and
he was going with 3 gangsters is what I'm saying.
Like I show a lot of love. I got like people like think that Lush has just been like this junky ass fool outside forever, which is true to be fair. But Lush is also
junkies.
You feel me? You know, that's my crackhead brother.
In that environment though, would it have been like very out of the ordinary and in bad taste for anybody to have popped off on a
very bad taste?
Okay, because it's for charity. It's like just not where this type of thing's supposed to take place. Right?
And honestly, like in my head, I'm like, damn, I really hope fools aren't like lame enough to like. And if my presence is, I damn near wanted to send bro a message beforehand and be like, hey, just so you know, I'm coming through. If it's a problem, let me know. I ain't trying to like, because like at the end of the day, I'm here because I love hip hop, and this is a huge moment for my city and hip hop. And I'm like, Kendrick been an artist that I've been supporting since he came to my event in 2009, and I DJ'd for him in 2011. And this is a dude that I really respect, and this is a moment, and I'm there, and I just want to be a part of it ain't about me. I just want to experience the culture that I love. If it's a problem and you feel like I'm stepping on your toes because of podcast faggotries, my bad, dick, I'm a fucking step back. But I ain't even send the message. I'm like, you know what? My bitch want to go and her homies want to go. We going to this shit. And if it's a problem and you really like if I've caused that much of a problem, you feel me? Shit, I guess I'm finna get packed out.
We also know Lush is not afraid of a good scrap.
Definitely not. You feel me? Definitely not. And actually, I got a lot of homies over there. If
you're going to go enjoy yourself at something like that, motherfucker would have taken. I mean, it is what it is.
They asked me to go backstage. I could have gone backstage. I didn't even do all that. You feel me? Like my best friend is from the Nickersons.
I just
grew up
know
there, born and raised, and is very respected. My best friend. You feel me?
My whole thing is, I know Bloods is Bloods before anything. So when they be having big old gatherings like that, I just be, letting them do their thing. Cause it's like, yeah, we cool with the Bonnie Ends, we cool with all that. But then it's just like, y'all allies is still y'all allies.
Exactly.
That ain't gonna never change.
So you feel like if you had gone, you didn't want to be the star of the show. You didn't want to be sapping up any of the energy, especially if it's going to be
for sure. But it would have been different because I wasn't gonna pull up light. Like, you get what I'm saying? Then it would have been respectful. They would agree to this. But then you got all type of Bloods. You got your Brims, you got your Inglewood families, you got your Swans, you got all type of blood gangs that have problems with neighborhoods. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, we know how to act. If they might not, and then we know how to react also.
I could only imagine what it would have been like for one of you guys there. If Lush is getting like, if by 80th, you feel me? Like, fools, I ain't even gonna lie. Even before that, I'm on the 101 driving and I was on live at the moment.
It gets
Like,
further back every time.
If I had gone, I would have definitely gone in a certain way.
Yeah, we going like that.
I wouldn't be able to just pull up on some whatever.
By myself, no
But
break.
then it's like, God damn, why the fuck do we gotta do that all the time? You know what I'm saying? But we gotta do it all the time. But it's like, this where it might go down at.
I was actually
I
bummed.
pull up to the niggas any day.
I was
Like,
bummed when I
they
looked
fuck
at
with a nigga.
my fucking phone and I'm like on the way to fucking Miami and I realized like, oh damn, I missed it again because like
Yeah.
I've thought about going like the past couple years.
I don't
Yeah.
think you were welcome this year.
No.
You Drake Glazer.
Well, they were like,
Oh,
look,
hey,
you know what's funny?
If we want to have peace in the city, then we have to make peace between
Oh,
OVO
wow.
gangsters like myself and
Oh my God.
TDE Empire.
I think that they would have like
I do not claim
actually. I think people would have been pleasantly like surprised and happy to see you, and it was like a super positive thing. And you know what I mean, like Glorilla showing up. That I feel like
She was. Well,
yeah,
I didn't even know
Glorilla
that.
performed, and I feel like this is like from what my observation from a distance. I feel like Kendrick. Seeing that it was Kendrick,
Yeah.
seeing that it was I just felt like it was super gay for me to like say Doc, like I know him. Kendrick was he realized that the energy was way more turned up at that moment and it's getting dark already. And it was the fools are supposed to be cleared out by the time it's dark, you feel me? And he performing, the energy was so turned up. He kind of cut his set early.
Really?
Like Glorilla and Doechii and SZA, you feel me? It was all after him, low key.
What about when everybody's leaving? How was the energy?
I mean, I low key got up out of there, you feel me, before the mass exodus because
Okay.
on some like
Some
be-
ass exodus.
Yeah,
This
be-
nigga's crazy.
I just imagine that many people getting out of that area at the same time would be a whole thing.
I said that. I said, oh, that's not no jam you want to be in.
no, that's what I'm saying, and that's why.
It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy that the city even lets it happen because I feel like they wouldn't let it happen if it was anybody else and for any other reason.
But do you know what how much they profit? Like the city, like what you gonna say? No to all these toys for the kids in the area?
Mm.
Like, do you see all these people? Everybody is accounted for, one or more. You get what I'm saying? Like, this how we doing Christmas at Watts. And it ain't just going to the projects.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
getting distributed all through Watts. Or it might, that's too many toys for just the projects.
Yeah, for sure, it's going to be on that.
It's
Yeah,
20,000 people showing up or better.
yeah.
I would have shown up with no toy and left with a toy.
Just take a toy. Yeah.
Let me get that.
I need a Super Soaker 500, please.
What from your perspective, it felt like aside from Kendrick, the main character at this concert was Lefty Gunplay.
Well,
Everybody had something to say about his performance or lack thereof. What was
Or
it
lack
like
thereof.
for you watching this take place?
I think
sound
that
like a
I think that
judge.
what I think would have behooved Lefty a lot more is to just
Not have been on meth.
keep it a brief. Like
He
you
looked
know,
like he could barely open his eyes.
like beyond all that, just
Just
like
keeping it real.
brevity. They shouldn't have had like a bunch of openers because really people wanted to see Kendrick and even like other TDE artists. People weren't like as excited as you might
Mm.
think. You know what I mean?
Because it's all these random kids. They didn't even pay to get in. So
Right.
it's not like there's this like bar that you have to reach. Like if you go to a Kendrick concert,
Yeah.
every single person in there is going to fucking know the words. But given that, it's just like a lot of random people. They're not exactly like obsessive hip hop fans that know every single TDE artist. Yeah.
No, there was a bunch. I mean, like you seen like the foot. I don't know if you did see it or not, but there's footage of like two Lefty performing and two girls in the front row flicking him off.
I saw
and he,
that.
like,
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
for real?
And for no reason. It wasn't because like, he just probably said something they didn't like, and they were just like, you know what I mean? Like this guy.
How long was Lefty on stage?
He did like a 15-minute set.
Yeah, he
Mm.
did like three
He did
songs.
like
he
a whole-
did like 4 songs.
If he would have just like honestly, the best look for him would have just been like he come out crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Mm.
He ain't
you know
got
what
the
I'm saying?
fuck on.
But I
Yeah,
was thinking
like,
about
But none of them was coming out
But-
on his set. Did they come out on his
No,
set?
no, no, no,
no. But-
that's
but he
fine.
didn't do that,
RJ
right?
did.
Damn.
RJ, yeah.
Wait, but he didn't perform that song,
No.
right?
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
because
no.
think about it. And I don't know if they would have warned him, but like it's usually in bad taste if you're the opener, even if you have a song with the headliner
Yeah,
to
do
perform
that
the song, especially
No,
when
you
it's
can't do that.
Yeah, you
like
can't do the song
40
twice.
Yeah.
seconds at the end of the
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
That's- yeah.
That would have been super
Just for
weird.
your little clip.
Yeah.
What my
That used to be the thing with us on tour with Chris Brown and Ink, because Ink's like two like biggest songs are with Chris Brown. So it was like Main Chick and then
the Show Me.
Yeah, Show
Yeah.
Me. So you got to cut the set there. But he had just dropped something with Fetty, but you had to cut the set there, then you come back. So that footage that you used to getting and putting out, like that content, like when you got the crowd going crazy, you got to wait. And then it's Chris Brown's set. So you
Which
look
would
like
be bigger, right? Like with Chris.
It is bigger, but you got to think from a personal aspect of things and all that stuff. It's like, damn, my set, the littest part of my set kind of got canceled. But he had some shit with Steve Aoki that was going crazy too. So it kind of like,
even as a DJ back in the day, like it's very frowned upon. Like if you're DJing at a Kendrick show, you can't play a song that Kendrick's gonna perform. If you play like Squabble Up.
I used to see it, yeah, because you're killing the anticipation of that song for that artist. Because I used to see it when during like the SoundCloud sort of era, where it's like, you know, like it would be like DJ Scheme is like the headliner or whatever, or the final like DJ, or it's like if it's a Ski Mask show, you'll have like DJs before them who are playing X's songs because obviously those are some of the songs that are going to get the biggest reaction.
Yeah.
But it's a dick move because you're basically taking the anticipation away from the headliners.
At certain DJ events, they tell you can't even play that. That's on my set list tonight, nigga. That's main DJ set list. You can't even touch them songs. Like
if they let me DJ,
like
I'm going in there. I'm playing fucking Family Matters.
Well,
let's go.
Exactly. And
let's get spicy.
And I've gotten checked as a DJ for doing shit like that. It'll be like Jim Jones is performing, you know, I drop We Fly High, boy. And then,
yeah, and also
that's a deserved DP.
It's a deserved
for
DP,
sure.
At concerts, like when you got a gang of opening acts, because I say I've been on big tours where like the people are coming in and they playing all type of shit, and they'll give you a couple cuts like at 6, like 5:30, 4:30, 5 o'clock, like soon as the doors open and shit, and like
that don't count.
Yeah, it don't count. It don't count. But then when it start filling up, you can't do it because they'll be cutting up early though.
Yeah.
But I guess that's just to get the people there going.
What was the energy from your vantage point though for Lefty coming out? Because obviously, like them filming him on the stage, and you see all the people at the front of the crowd, and you're seeing like no reaction. Was it a bad vibe in the crowd?
I feel like so. The initial reaction was strong when he came out. You know what I mean? When they announced him and he like said like, "What are my single ladies?" And they're like, "Oh, you feel me?" Like it was cool at that point. And I want to say within like 45 seconds into his first song, it was like they were like, "Yo, what is this shit?" And and I think the primary like disconnect was like, you know, he rapping over like super West Coast older beats that like. And I hate to say it like this, like the black community ain't really necessarily like modernly gonna be resonating with to the same degree. It kind of seemed like some more like, you know, I don't want to make it like a racial divide or whatever, but it just seemed like fools wasn't fucking with it like that. And at that point, you finish your first song and you get the fuck out of there. Because I've been in those moments, and if it's my artist on stage at that moment, I'm gonna snatch you off stage. You know what I mean? Regardless, as long as you don't have a contractual fulfillment that you're obligated to. Once, like, if the crowd is, you know what I mean, it's less is more. And if you're an artist that people don't know your songs every word,
you know what the thing that stands out to me about it is that Lefty wouldn't have these expectations on him if it wasn't for him going around saying he's the biggest Mexican rapper ever and all that shit. Like, if it wasn't for that,
Mr. Capone, ain't trying to hear that.
I bet there's a lot of other rappers who performed before Kendrick at that shit that got a similar reaction. And nobody gives a fuck. The clips aren't going viral because those dudes are not putting themselves out there like, hey, I'm fucking the next great thing to come out of LA.
I had a long talk with Capone too.
Lefty saying that though is like what makes everybody want to do this level of introspection into him performing at some random show.
And
not a random show. But
and I think like him like deciding to do this like full set when it was clear, like, okay, just rock your shit and do it, push it.
I think you should have did every black feature that you had.
Well, he did
to keep it safe.
So what brought him back was RJ at the very end of his shit. You feel me? Like, okay. And then people was like, oh, it's RJ. And, you know, they love it.
Yeah, because I
it's-
would have did some shit like that just because it's like, all right, this ain't your main fan base. So if they did hear you on the song, it might be with one of these people where they could still vibe out to it. You got to know what your audience knows about you. You going to go pop up, say, all right, so say, like when I was doing the underground stuff, like, I know these people are here for my EDM catalog. So I'm not gonna do none of this long way trap stuff and all this to where I'm gonna do all the Brodinski. I'm gonna do all the stuff that's in this pocket right here. Call it a night. My 15 minutes, I'm not about to play with y'all. I'm not about to try to get y'all to be on my level or nothing. Yeah, y'all what y'all want, get up out of there. You know what I mean?
You got to know your audience essentially. I'm like, it's even on a smaller level. I know if I'm doing like an underground type show, they want to hear me on some backpack boom bap. But if I'm in like a club night at the strip club, whatever, I got to perform, you know, cocaine bot. You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna cater whatever your set is to
For
that
sure.
specific audience. And sometimes artists gonna make the wrong decision. You don't necessarily know what you think you do. He thought he did. And it necessarily wasn't.
Well, that was essentially like the biggest problem with me touring with, and aside, well, when I started the EDM stuff, it started making sense a little bit more for me to come back on the road. But like at first, it's like I'm talking about killing, he talking about going to the beach and caressing and finessing the bitch. You know what I mean? And it's like, they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm going back to slossing on these niggas, and they just like.
I feel like Lefty has probably been told by a million people that you go out and perform in front of a crowd that doesn't really know your music, it doesn't necessarily give a fuck about you, that going out there and continuing to perform and trying to put your best foot forward, that's a big part of being a new rapper, is that you need to be willing to perform even when the crowd doesn't give a fuck. And I've seen artists win over a crowd.
Yes.
Was it likely to happen in that situation? Probably not. But I feel like that's probably why Lefty decided that he wanted to thug it out. Also, I'm gonna be real with you. He looked like he hadn't slept in days. He looked like he had like black eyes, almost like he looked like really
been rehearsing for the show.
Fucked up. I don't know if you just do enough meth that you just end up kind of looking like that, but
it's just like, you shouldn't be doing whole songs at that point either.
Well,
was he doing whole songs?
He was.
Yeah, like you supposed to give him one verse and get on. Like I wouldn't have took 15 minutes at a Kendrick show.
No,
that's too long.
And to be fair,
I would have took a 10-minute slot. It gave him banger, banger, banger out of there. If I didn't have a song with Kendrick, like nah.
It was a tough crowd. They were there for a specific reason. Like really, like
that black girl going like this to him. I'm never gonna forget that. She looked mean as fuck. I was actually pretty hyped on that chick.
That was our bitch.
You know her? No, but she spoke on behalf of her.
Yeah.
She was speaking for many people there.
Nah, I fuck with Lefty though. I don't know. I fuck with the J Cats of America. So it's
you want to see your own kind win.
I mean, but it's the J Cats that don't think they're J Cats.
But do you also feel like in some way, when you look at the audience who's going to a free concert in the Gardens, it's salt of the earth people who might not necessarily take kindly to certain things that we've already forgot about in our media world, such as him saying that he wouldn't want his daughter to date a black dude or something like that. Might carry more weight with the people at this concert than it would with the average crowd.
I think a lot of them might not have even known all that, or I think a lot of them probably weren't familiar with him beyond like, you know what I mean, his appearance on Kendrick's album, to keep it a sec. Like
that was there in the niggas. It was a lot of people that know who he is off of Instagram and shit that probably didn't know his music. Yeah. You gotta think that's the whole thing with him all the time. Yeah.
Way more people know him than know any of his songs, besides that hook at the end of the Kendrick song.
Facts. I think that I think also like he's kind of, I don't want to use the
word. So he didn't get to perform. None. They didn't. Oh man.
Did the manager drag him off stage?
I think that he probably wasn't. I
Someone
think
said
from what I was told that he was trying to. I think they know. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's probably in your best interest. Let's end this right now. But I also feel like Lefty was probably like I've been an MC rocking a crowd that's not feeling me. And the smart thing to do is just get the fuck off stage. But
But you
an
got to do
artist-
something. You don't want to seem like you're just dipping out like super early.
Yeah, as an artist, you want to try your best to, like you said, possibly win them over.
But
this or
once you're
that.
up there, you can't just like magically be like, hey, just play 1 minute of my songs instead of the whole thing, because the DJ is not going to be able to do that spur
you
of the
can say,
moment.
DJ, cut that.
I mean,
Yeah.
but it's your DJ.
Yeah,
It's your DJ. At them shows, like, if you got a slot, it's your DJ.
But
you
he's
should have
probably
went
ne-
over that ahead of time. They don't have, the management team is lacking at that point, because it's somebody got to tell them you can't perform whole songs and shit.
But he's probably never performed for such an adversarial crowd before. You know, because he's probably mostly performing in front of Mexican audiences.
But he popped out. Oh yeah, because Ralphie got a heavy Mexican.
for sure.
Because I was
no.
about to say he popped out. Ralphie shit. He be popping out at certain. Yeah. He probably usually go places where they know what's going on.
Mm.
And there was definitely like I'll say it like this: like my girl and her homegirls were like reacting, like they were like excited about Lefty, and they were juicing, they're supporting. You could visibly hear them
Mm.
like in between songs. I could hear like my homegirl's voice
Mm.
because there wasn't like the reaction from the masses.
See, that's why Lefty should have planted like 10 hyenas in the front row who like knew his words and were down to make it look good, you know?
Yes, something. I think that at a certain point, like maybe he's excited off of the hype that Kendrick's rocking with me. Maybe he didn't want to let Kendrick down. He gonna do the best he could. I don't know.
I
Whatever it
mean, you
is.
get an E for effort,
Yeah.
but it ain't no not. You know what I mean?
I feel like an E is bad. It's like empty.
It's an E for effort.
Yeah, but I feel like it normally would stand
tried.
for empty.
That's like first you don't succeed.
Touch yourself up.
That's yourself up.
I
It
think
gets
the
sad
E is
like that.
The E is for expectations. Not
I mean, he made it further than Bricc, baby.
and Lush.
If you had got up on stage, that would have been the sickest shit for us to be talking
They
about
don't-
right now.
They don't F with the Bricc. They don't want me to win. I'm harder than a lot of people, but
Mm.
I ain't tripping. I got stuff uploaded for the next 6 weeks. Now, y'all talk about I don't drop like that. It's already in there. I ain't even got to go ahead. We gonna be shooting videos, whatever it is. Show me y'all on F with the Bricc.
I have some constructive criticism. You want to see it?
Them bunk ass videos. Please don't
Yeah.
call my
Well,
video.
just what's this thumbnail?
It's not a thumbnail.
I know that's
It
the
got
problem.
auto-generated.
I know.
I didn't. I dropped it yesterday, and I
When I saw it, I'm like,
And then
is this dub?
yeah.
And then this is your daughter.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably not the ideal thumbnail.
it's not.
You want to be in the thumbnail.
How do I change it?
You can change it.
You got to get into the YouTube
Yeah.
back end, yeah.
Yeah, you can
Oh, I could just put the cover to my video.
Yeah.
I mean, the cover to my song right there. Or do I?
Don't
do I
put the
take
cover. Go through the whole video and find the moment where you look the coolest.
It?
You know?
But
I remember when we put out that TK and Black Boy JB song back in the day, that was a big issue, that they wanted to put it out with a bullshit ass thumbnail. And I'm already like full blown YouTuber. I'm like,
yeah.
you can't put this shit out with a thumbnail that don't look right. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? And I'm talking to Atlantic Records, and they're like, it's like they never thought about a thumbnail before. And actually, I noticed that there's a lot of classic rap videos that have like the worst thumbnails ever.
Yeah.
But as time goes by, it feels like people are smartening up and going back and changing
Changing
out
the
the
thumbnails,
thumbnails. God, I can't remember what it is, but there's one
Should the
video.
thumbnail have a title on it, or just the cool part of the video?
Cool
you don't,
part.
Yeah, you don't need to put any kind of graphic design in there, really.
Okay.
Like
Alright.
even like on all the No Jumper videos that we did and stuff.
Yeah.
I was, my only real goal is just like have as many participants as possible in the thumbnail. If
Yeah.
possible, have a girl in there. That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe jewelry, whatever.
A little tooted up a little bit.
Anything that looks cool.
Yeah.
Just you snorting a blue.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
See,
Or
that
I-
might be a problem.
Well, I had some awesome video girls that appeared in one of our other videos in there.
What, you called in
No, I didn't.
the girls from
They just
our
were
other
there.
video? Wait, they were there? Wait a minute,
Yeah.
I'm gonna find them.
No.
I'm gonna find them right now. Huh?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
you're talking about these highness. Gotcha.
The
Gotcha.
team, the home girls.
And shouts to my boy 400.
They weren't in there too many times.
Oh, I like that you rocked the Nike Tech in this video.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was stuff.
Oh, see, like this is a good thumbnail. Just like you in a dirty ass alley looking kind of grimy.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's a decent
Yeah,
thumbnail.
that's hard.
I mean, it's better than what you got right now. Oh, look, the lyrics on the screen.
That's gonna kind of work too,
What else
actually.
we got here?
So I would tell y'all
See,
the
that's not
background
bad.
to the.
That's a decent thumbnail. See, this is why you need me in your life. I'm an oracle.
You're
of
too busy.
information.
You're too busy for me
Not to find a thumbnail.
because
That's what I do.
I come to you for constructive criticism sometimes, and I know that you're a little bit too busy because I be like, some of them text messages about rap, I be asking you for like advice, like how should I go about this? Should I do this?
And I don't respond.
No, you'll respond.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about it, but then it'll just be like,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't respond.
Now you're making me think about it.
And like, all right, send it again tonight. I'm gonna listen.
I
bro,
feel
you
like
got too much going on.
yeah. Whatever. Okay. I don't know. I want to listen. I actually haven't even listened to that song. I gotta listen to it.
Slaps.
Hey, I do also want to say prayers up to my boy OG Mecco.
Yeah.
Ain't seen him in a minute. He definitely was at my birthday party about a year ago. I don't think I've seen him since then, but yeah, obviously news came out last week that he apparently
clipped his
issued a self. I'm trying to think of the polite way to say it. He inflicted a self-inflicted gunshot wound to his own cranium, and it's been a little bit of a roller coaster because while I was at Rolling Loud, somebody that I trust actually reached out to me and told me, "Hey, it's official. He's gone. We posted it." His like closest friends end up like immediately reaching out to us and letting us know, no, he's not dead. So I don't know what the fuck the discombobulation was there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because they got at me too. You got to think he's like one of the original lobby runners too. Like, he come from that era, so they like Bricc, like posted, like we can't get to nobody else. Like clear it up on your page at least to let people know. Then I didn't know I had that music playing that loud in the background while I'm trying to say. My boy's still alive. Like I got somebody else's music playing in the background. I just was driving in the car. I'm like, let me just post this real quick.
Yeah, and it sucks because Mecco's a dude that we know has gone through a lot of pain. And, You know what I mean? He's like a tortured soul. Like that. He has some flesh-eating skin disease. I wonder how much that's a factor in this.
I interviewed him like 4 years ago, and yeah, to say that his story has been kind of tragic for a very big percentage of his career would be understatement. Because he was telling me, even when I did that interview, it really stuck with me, that basically like his girl left him while he was in the hospital with the fucking flesh-eating bacteria on his face. And like the other fucked up thing that happened to him before all that was obviously kind of the way that his music career went and how QC shelved him pretty early on.
Well, they got the Rovers you remember they were trying to say he had disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to say it because you acted like you don't know. I don't want to like
I don't know.
Go viral again.
No, there was.
Remember they leaked like a phone call or whatever, trying to say that because I seen a lot of people like, oh, you remember he had da 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 da. I'm like, bro, that don't got nothing to do with nothing. He never had HIV or AIDS.
Yeah, they tried to.
That was a rumor.
They tried to Magic Johnson him for sure, and you know what the thing is, first of all, he's one of the reasons the initial success of You Guessed It is one of the reasons why QC was able to land the deal that they did.
Oh yeah, he responded to it, but that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like
he was Lil Yachty before Yachty.
Correct. You know what I mean? There wouldn't have necessarily been that.
It was Mecco. It was the Migos to get it started. Then it was like Mecco. Then it was Yachty. Then it got back to the Migos.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, in the early days, we remember always talking about it, and it was like Skibba Flippa, OG Mecco, then Migos come in and just start exploding, and then Yachty obviously was a big part of it early on. Either way,
Johnny Cinco was hot.
Johnny Cinco was fire. I
Jose
love that.
Guapo came through there with fucking run it up.
Yeah, but man, I feel for Mecco because I mean, okay, it's fucked up that his life got to the point where he wanted to do that to himself. Honestly, it's even more fucked up that he's still in critical condition like a week later, or like 4 or 5 days later, whatever it is. I mean, I can't even imagine if he comes out the other end of this, what that's going to be like.
Right.
I don't want to go into detail about what's going on, but the doctors don't want to pull the plug, so it might be on the good side.
But he could still be very fucked up as a result.
Correct.
I'm sorry, like, I'm so curious of like how he went about it and
I
how
don't
it went
know
wrong.
either. I
Obviously,
mean,
we'll probably
I
never
don't-
know.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, we would never know on the camera until they. I just don't want to be.
Yeah, I'm sure people would tell us, but
Yeah,
either way, man, that's
it-
fucked up. Like, just the fact that he felt the need to do that, like, damn.
I think it's also important to note that on the heels of the success of that You Guessed It record, Keith Ape made the
Oh yeah, he got culture vultured hard.
Yeah, he made the Itchy Mouth. Great song, and shout out to Keith Ape, dope artist and all that, but he literally like replicated the entire aesthetic of the song and had a much more successful version.
Was it really that much bigger? I felt like
Let's
that you
look it
guessed
up.
it was bigger.
Let's look it up.
Keith Ape. I remember going to ham on everything when Keith Ape was playing. Wow,
Look-
90 million views on this one. That's like the international remix, right?
Yeah, that's not even the original version.
Itchy mouth. Underwater squad.
Yeah.
All right, 90 million views is pretty fucking ridiculous. I don't even know. Is it not showing us the other one? Itchy.
That's probably it. Lush,
Man.
you know,
There is okay. No,
They
no,
weren't
there's
putting
a whole.
shit out
That's the
through-
other version. It has a mill.
These
Okay,
ones
cool.
only. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
look at him trying to get his way out.
No, that's the one
That's
because the
other
homies
version.
on it. Shouts let me dumbfounded.
There's a bunch of remixes because there's still like the EDM days where everything was getting remixed. All right, now OG Mako.
It might have more views than that. I don't know. I thought that the.
No, I doubt it. 90 million. Well, 74 million. That's pretty huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
crazy.
was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that it's just kind of this is another thing that was really kind of like difficult for him because he wound up wanting to switch his whole sound up after that because
I thought you were about to say this what led to the shit. Like, come on,
No,
man.
no.
This shit was years
Look,
ago.
and you know, shouts to OG Gio and Mako. I actually have a record with Mako from back in the day that you know we worked together.
We're going
all
to
that
get
time.
even nerdier here because
And
I
I
want to
don't
see these
think,
plays.
we in California. It might be D-Rugs or anything, bro.
How do I view the plays, the number of plays?
And you can't do it on Apple Music. Only they don't.
This is Spotify.
Oh, Spotify should have the
I don't know how you're going to like.
You gotta go to his page. Go to that dude's page. What's his name?
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
50 million views. Keith Ape currently has 460.
Gospel went crazy. What is
Yeah.
gospel?
What the hell is gospel? He's
He's
probably had
hard.
like a whole career we
No,
don't
yeah,
even know
bro's
about.
hard.
He's probably got the whole thing going on. Okay, 100K. So
32
Keith
million.
Ape is more.
Yeah, Keith Ape.
Yeah, that's kind of what like
You
yeah.
guessed it, 32 million. So actually, they were both like relatively close in
He
size.
got 41 altogether though.
Oh yeah, because he got two. You're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, shout out Keith Ape. I wonder what the fuck he's doing. Like,
He
how
actually-
relevant is he?
He,
About
I
the
think he's
same
still,
everywhere.
He's still doing his thing. He put out something I want to say earlier this year or last year. That was
Yeah,
cool.
but it's kind of easy to be popular as like a fucking what is he Korean?
yeah, I guess it's not. No, he's is like the momentum is clearly
clearly kind of slowed down
Yeah.
for Keith Ape as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Underwater Squad.
No, but because like I remember Keith Ape headlining Ham on Everything, and I remember going, and there was just all these random ass Asian girls there for like the first time ever. And I
Yeah.
was pretty excited.
Yeah.
That's not him on the Megan Thee Stallion remix.
No, that's-
you need
that's-
to hear what? Hey, why they just stop?
What the fuck is that?
Stop.
That's like the
Hey, why they
biggest like
took a
song of the
stop?
year. It's, that's some K-pop artist.
I thought that was
No,
it.
that's not Keith Ape.
It's just my. It's not the same shit, right?
Same type of
tripping.
movie.
All right, might be a racist.
You racist.
Come on, nigga. It sound the same type of shit.
It's all good. Y'all taught them how to make fried chicken. So, you know what I'm
Oh shit! I wanted to
Exactly
talk
right.
about this, but it
Yeah, I
already
was
got
using
deleted out the
Shaker
Reddit. Look at this. Munchie B says Loose Cannon let T-Rail disrespect the 60s to his face. He did in fact say this, but it already got deleted. That's wild. I wonder why they deleted it.
Undelete that.
saying?
I didn't really understand like what like all right, Loose Cannon said something that was basically like a low key like Hoover diss, I guess. The T-Rail said something that was like a Hoover thing to Loose Cannon, and Munchie B was trying to stir shit up by pointing it out, but
when he
the
was
clip
on
got
there.
deleted. Maybe I got to call Munchie B to find out what the fuck it was.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
Should I do it?
yeah.
Yeah. Munchie was calling me when I was sick.
Yeah? Dope sick
Yeah.
or what?
Nah, hell no. I just had the worst fucking fever.
I called him
all
too.
that shit.
I thought he was dope.
He thought I was finna go outside. I'm like, bro, I'm just fucked up. My baby had diarrhea. We all was fucked up. She was throwing up and shit.
What up,
It was
sus?
ugly.
The gerb.
OG Sussicide in the building.
Come on.
He ain't gonna pick up. He gonna figure out it. I don't answer numbers. I don't know.
We're black girl.
Wow, that was dope. He'll probably call back. Okay, so we gotta skip that topic because I don't understand. Would you want to ask me about the World of T-Shirts
Okay.
drama? Let's talk about that. World of T-Shirts.
So
Josh Block.
So, per my understanding, World of T-Shirts is just like a super funny guy. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? He's very genuine to himself.
I'm gonna bring him up on the screen just so people can see who we're talking about. This is who we're talking about. This is Josh Block. He is an autistic content creator from, well, he lives in New York City, and he came out here and he did a performance on the podcast. And from my perspective, it went pretty well. The only weird thing about Josh Block is that he is a full-blown alcoholic. So he was, dying to consume alcohol throughout the entire podcast. And yeah, like we had a good time with him. Like Hondro and Gunner kicked it with him more like off stream, or they were on stream, but they were doing like an IRL stream like the day before this and kind of afterwards and everything. And basically, there's a guy who's, most people would say he's taking advantage of World of T-Shirts.
Is that the Mr. Bass?
His name is
guy?
Mr. Based, and Mr. Based is now on a defamation spree about the 22-ster, claiming that we drugged this guy with lean.
What?
Which, keep in mind, do I have lean? No. Would I give him the lean if I did have lean? No.
What?
I don't know where the fuck that
Because
idea
he
came
has
from.
a cough syrup shirt on.
I mean, that's like the only
Like,
connection
that's
that this dude
crazy.
could possibly have to lean. Yeah, but Mr. Bass is basically like running streams claiming that we drugged him with no evidence that would suggest that.
That's crazy.
And he's kind of like along for the ride. He's kind of like going along with it, which I don't really
He
know
is.
why.
Well, it's-
World of T-Shirts is
it's-
kind of like
He
just
is?
agreeing with it. Yeah.
What
It
the
seems
fuck?
a bit it seems a bit kind of like hypocritical for somebody who clearly, from an objective outside perspective, is exploiting and taking advantage of somebody.
100%.
Yeah,
yes.
he probably
So
know
now,
how to
like-
control his mind.
Because really, like, what did No Jumper do besides? I mean, the screenshots are readily available on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, No Jumper took care of this guy.
And this is the other thing about it too, is that when you watch this interview, he sits down and he lets me know that he believes that he's getting paid $1,000 and having his flight covered. And in the interview, you could see that I was surprised by that, because that is not something that I
Paying him
ever,
with his own money.
I never agreed to that in any
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
And so after the fact, I ended up even posting the screenshots of my entire conversation with Mr. Based on their Reddit, on the World of
Yeah.
T-Shirts Reddit. And, I do feel bad that this kid somehow got misled into thinking that we were like paying for his whole trip and everything, because I never said that.
No, there was no. They like tried.
If you
to, like,
paid if you was paying for the whole trip, then you would have paid for the tickets up front. He wouldn't have to come out his pocket. Why did he
Right.
pay?
I never
Right.
said it. I never
That's what
told him
I'm
I was
saying,
going to
but
pay
if
for
you
it. Yeah.
did, then it would have started before he left home.
1,000%.
Like if you say you're gonna take care of the trip, let's take care of that. And why
Yeah.
am I coming to you to get the money back?
And on top of that,
Eh.
he asked you like at one point, "Oh, can we do it out there?" Well, like, and then he offered,
Yeah.
and he offered you a few bands, and I'm thinking to myself, like, there's no reality where a few bands does anything for Adam's life. Like,
Mm.
there's nothing. Like, what is like and that's cool to make an offer, and I understand not every company has.
I mean,
But-
$5,000, which is what he offered me to go to New York and go on stream. That sounds great. That does sound like a nice payment to go on somebody's stream. The problem is that the way that Mr. Bass monetizes his stream is basically like you can donate through TTS and then you can say stuff. It's like 100% comments that are intended to torture Josh Block, aka World of T-Shirts. It's like
Right.
all people saying, because he's autistic, so he's got all these triggers of things that like piss him off. People will say, "I'm gonna steal your hat," because he always wears this fucking Captain Sailor hat.
They playing like that.
Yes, and they
Scandalous.
and they'll like try to convince him that they're gonna track him down and get him and do all this fucked up shit to him. And so people are donating like $10-20 at a
To
time
make his mental health
to
way
torture a kid who's autistic and clearly like not really at peace, let's say. And then also this dude, Mr. Bass, gets fucking wasted with World of T-Shirts. They're getting drunk as fuck together. These are things I would not do. I would not personally get drunk with a kid that like blatantly has a fucking alcohol problem, you know? But so now
That's blatantly autistic. I'm not doing
Yeah,
all
that's-
that
okay,
shit.
yeah,
Like,
so-
you talking
straight
about
up.
an alcohol problem. I'm not giving drugs
because this
to
fool's super
nobody.
popular. He's super like he's a huge draw when it comes to like this dude, Mr. Bass streams, right?
Yeah.
But like, don't you think it's kind of fucked up that you're like, you know, you're of sound mental health, I guess, and you're like getting this dude annihilated for content? I don't even drink, so it's like not even an option that I would be involved in this. But it's weird to have someone who essentially is drugging him on a day-to-day basis accusing me of drugging him
Exactly.
when I never did any kind of
'Cause
drugs
alcohol is
around
a
him.
drug, especially to somebody with a mental condition. That's really
And if you
playing with fire, my boy.
if you watch the episode, you will see me trying to convince World of T-Shirts that he needs to stop drinking because his alcohol problem is so bad, bro. He's like shaking. You know those buzzball things? There's like a couple of those like on the table, and like he's like drinking all like he can't go 20 minutes without grabbing another one and cracking that shit open. Like he's like a bad alcoholic, and because of his mental health issues, he's kind of like not capable of like understanding,
that
you know?
he's
Well, how does it
addicted like
affect
that.
his behavior? Because I've only seen him on like. Did you notice a difference between like the dude that came through low key sober? And
Yeah, he seemed like he was like way more comfortable once he started drinking a lot of alcohol because he's like all like shaky and like weird and upset and stuff. And like he takes a lot of he doesn't think he's an alcoholic. Obviously, from my perspective, he's 100% wrong.
Yeah,
but
Sharp doesn't think he's an alcoholic.
Exactly
either.
right. This kid, he's way further gone than
And
Sharp.
That's my boy.
But he like fucking I don't know.
He's
I mean,
fucked up.
he's just like I feel bad for this kid because he's like it's almost like exclusively he's got these like pariahs who come into his life and just like drain him. And the dude Mr. Bass has like the most fake viewers in the history of YouTube. You wouldn't believe this. He's on stream every day. I've never seen it this obvious. He's got like 100,000 viewers.
bigger than Kai
Which,
Cenat.
yeah, keep in mind that's like, you know, that's like I show speed level
Yeah,
like
yeah.
viewership. But then as soon as the stream ends, it'll have like 20K on the full video.
Yeah.
Like you have 100,000 live viewers, you're supposed to have bare minimum 100,000 views after the fact.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the one buying it because that is the one like
That's the
thing
question.
is that like, you know, anybody could buy 100,000 viewers for us right now and it would look ridiculous, but it's like we wouldn't be able to do anything to stop it.
What
It's
was
a
the
weird pastime.
What was the moment
Yeah,
where like
he's
you
doing it
realized
to
that they
himself.
weren't like happy? Because it seemed like during the pod things were pretty chill.
Oh, during
you
the
know?
pod was great. Gave him a bunch of clothes. I'm
Yeah.
assuming the clothes isn't going to get worn because he's got his caretaker convincing him that we're taking advantage and drugging him.
Well, when did you realize? Like, or when did he express that they weren't happy with something?
I think it's pretty much like as soon as he got back to New York, Mr. Bass went about convincing World of T-Shirts that, and because you got to understand this is all beneficial to him because Hondro did the IRL stream with him, and I guess they got like $1,500 worth of donations, and Hondro gave half of it. He gave like $800 to World of T-Shirts. Meanwhile, I think Mr. Bass is giving him like $100 or like something kind of shitty in comparison. He's not giving him like a straight up split of the donations,
That's
you know?
crazy.
But Hondro was
But
being
he's torturing them.
Hondro's being much more fair, which is a problem for Mr. Bass. So Mr. Bass immediately goes about convincing World of T-Shirts that we drugged him and we're taking advantage of him, even though the reality is that Mr. Bass is the one drugging him and taking advantage of him. And Mr. Bass keeps saying that he's going to sue me.
Well,
I could sue the fuck out of you right now if you weren't broke. But he's the one defaming me. He's the one saying with no evidence that we drugged him. Would you like to take that to court? Because I'll wipe the fucking floor with you. I'm not going to sue you because you're broke. But good fucking luck suing me.
Oh,
Right, yeah, there's-
nigga,
come on.
over how?
yeah,
Yeah,
no
about
grounds
How? Because a
whatsoever.
motherfucker put a nigga up
And-
on game. Listen, bro. you getting worked. You're allowed to tell a motherfucker he's getting worked. It ain't like he hated on you in no way, shape, or form.
And
But
that's
you lying about somebody physically impairing, or however, it's not physically impairing, but however impairing somebody through drugs or however the case is in order to get something out of it, I think that's more of a deformation.
No, for sure. And like, so was that set up originally through Gunner, or did you like include Gunner because you felt like that was a?
I know Mr. B or World of T-shirts was just like in LA, and I think he was just on Melrose, and it was probably with Hondro, and then they ended up going to No Jumper store. Gunner ends up hanging out with him. Gunner does get wasted with him. To be fair, he got drunk as fuck with him.
But Gunner's like being a good homie. I feel like he's showing him like, yo, you can like, this is how you do kick. He's like trying to show him, and I feel like that's what made like he's trying to actually be helpful and like put him up on game.
And I need the World of T-shirts Reddit to come together to remind Josh over and over and over that the way that we treated him when he was here, granted, I was only around him for like 2 hours during doing the interview and hanging out a little bit after, but the way we treated him is exactly the way that he deserves to be treated, which is not being taken advantage of. And everything that Mr. Bass is doing with him is 100% taking advantage of him. Josh, World of T-shirts. The faster you get away from Mr. Bass, the more likely you are to have a happy life. And also, the less likely you are to end up dead like that fucking girl that Mr. Bass killed. This dude's a murderer. You and him have a long comment. He drugged this. He gave this girl GHB and she died.
What?
And Mr. Bass, I swear
and
to God.
Walking the streets?
Yes, and his roommate at the time is still doing time for it. And meanwhile, he's walking the streets. Now, to be fair, you know, people do drugs together and then somebody dies. It's kind of hard to like put the body on. And you guys lubing up? You doing anything under the table there? Is that what's going on there? Either way, I need the World of T-shirts Reddit.
No, we need to know how the girl died.
From GHB.
So why is his homeboy in jail for it?
I don't know. Maybe they had more evidence against him. Or maybe he ratted himself out. Mr. Bass might be smart enough to not have, you know, said anything to the police that would have been incriminating. But there's documentaries about this out there where the girl's mom directly holds Mr. Bass responsible for her daughter's death.
Is that because Mr. Bass has more to chase than the other dude?
I don't know. Honestly, he's like a 40-year-old fucking meth head.
I'm saying, but he don't get money off of streaming, or this is new?
Not to that degree.
I think he gets money, but I'm gonna say he gets less than 10 grand a month. Like it's not, you know, he's doing something, but he's not like going crazy.
Yeah.
And probably at the time that he was responsible for this girl dying, probably he had like much less money. Well, he used to run a huge escort agency actually.
Oh.
And so he actually did a bunch of prison time for that.
Oh, so he's in the field of drugs.
So he's giving,
but he's a faggot. He ain't
and he's giving his hoes GHB.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But what I will say is this: all this behavior does not sound very based to me.
No, that's what I was thinking.
That's not really, that's not very Brandon.
He's taken the word based and really skewed it, don't you think?
Lil B would never behave in such a manner.
No, definitely not. Either way, World of T-shirts, we got mad love for you. That being said, you got to get away from that guy.
Yeah, it sounds toxic as hell.
And he's going to kill you. On God.
Oh, God.
You're going to die.
Apparently, it wouldn't be his first body.
No, yeah. You're going to be body number 2. Yeah.
He's trying to give Vaughn a run for his money out here.
Anyway, what is our title right now? What do we have to talk about? Because otherwise the title will be a lie.
I mean, I believe a part of the title was the...
Oh, the new Durk body, yeah.
Wow.
Or we could talk about Spiffy dropping a Bricc Baby diss song. I didn't listen to it. You didn't like it?
He went crazy though.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was kind of it was kind of one of his good songs.
He rapped really good.
I can give him that.
That's the best I've heard Spiffy rap. I'll say that.
I bring the best out of people.
I am not going to listen to it, but it does have 7,100 views so far. Actually, I think I did listen to it when it came out. I'm just like forgetting already.
That was 3 weeks. 8 days ago.
Yeah.
Dope song, no motion whatsoever.
While we're at it, though, I do want to say, welcome home, Rio the Young OG. Which, by the way, Flacco told us Flacco showed up in the group chat and said that Rio, the Young OG's career is over and that he put out a song and nobody gives a fuck about it. 4.4 million views in 4 days.
Yeah, no, that
Flacco-
he said even crazier shit than that.
Crazy,
Yeah.
man. That's $1 million a day.
He said everybody forgot about him while he was locked up. And then I go to
Everybody
look at the
been
views. It
waiting
had
for
1 million views in a day. I'm like, I don't think so.
No,
I've been
so-
waiting for it.
So
Yeah.
for
Me too.
Me
I've
too.
and I've listened to it. I'm one of them views, at least 2 or 3 of
I'm
them every
10.
day.
Yeah. And so my first thing, like I said in the group chat, yo, Rio's free. This is crazy. Da, da, da. And Flacco responded by saying, nobody cares. LOL. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, Rio's not like a big artist. Like, and in fact, you know what he said? He said Rio's not even a big underground artist.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck Flacco got off saying that.
And I'm like, I mean, you can't say you're not a big underground artist. He for sure that, because damn near, if Rio hits less than 500K on a video, it's a huge failure.
Oh shit! Here we go. My boy called me back.
We don't talk to Flacco on Thursday about that.
What's the deal with it?
Munchie, we live right now. Just so you know.
Oh, you with your boy? You with Credit Face?
No.
No. You with Crip Face.
And Mexican
And
face.
white
Lush.
face.
Yeah. But either way, okay, so there was a clip in the No Jumper Reddit that got deleted for some reason, but it was basically you saying that T-Rail disrespected the 60s to Loose Cannon's face. And I was kind of confused about exactly what he said.
Because you just the way the word rolling is trolling. But he didn't say scroll up on the chat. You know, I be checking the chat.
Uh-huh.
He didn't say scroll up. He said stroll up. You know, just like that's how was talk or the homies are talk. But he's super rolling 60, the slow dude. But you sitting on orange couches, you back on Fig, and he's saying strolling in your face. But they made a big deal out of Bricc baby shit and DW shit. That was a clear accident. He said out of habit, but you know what I'm saying? And here go this weirdo, you know what I'm saying? Slow Kenny. And he said this right in front of me. Shit.
Okay, I've heard you out, and I agree. T-Rail on Loose Cannon must fade. We got to line that up. It's got to happen. There's only one way.
Arm wrestling.
He said there's only one way. What?
There's
I was
only one way
checking
for
the
us to
chat.
settle this. They got to fight.
Who?
T-Rail and Loose Cannon. No?
T-Rail,
man.
I mean, first of all, that's how you know that Loose Cannon ain't really. What he telling you is like a real 60 would have known that he dissed him. Just hearing them words, period.
But Bricc, he knew he did. He just wasn't going to say nothing.
Oh.
That was your time to shine. Because he was heavy on what you should have did with DW.
I don't even. I ain't gonna lie to you. You just gave me some content, but you know what? I don't even watch the retard because it don't be no content behind what he's saying. He just be slow, just dragging feet the whole time he talking. I should have tapped in, but it's just like I seen how many stories Wack made up about my paperwork and all that stuff. I'm like, man, this nigga Wack, here you go. This is a fairy tale story. I don't want to watch this shit.
Oh no, Wack text me. He said he about to go on my mama some medical records. I don't even know what he's talking about, bro.
About your mom?
What?
It's on my Instagram. Go to I screenshot it. He texted me. He said something about some medical records or some dumb shit. I don't know what he talking about.
You posted on Instagram? All right. Munchie B.
Wait,
Instagram.
just to clarify, so it was one of the dudes on Back on Fig that had made the comment, and the fact that Luce didn't check him, that's the thing that is sticking out, right? Munchie?
T-Rail,
Yeah.
T-Rail said strolling, cuz.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this.
Strolling is how you diss rolling.
Yeah.
This is what Wack said to Munchie. He said, didn't know you was a coward. You spoke on a man. Don't fear a convo with the man. I'll expose you tomorrow. You made this too easy. Gotta know your facts. Now I'm gonna expose your mama. These medical records are brazy. Tomorrow it goes down. Wow. What'd you say?
Now I guess now but I don't know.
Like exposing medical records. What part of the game is
Exposing
you
medical
Yeah.
records? We got past snitching.
This is
That's the
crazy.
craziest
Like,
comment
what
ever.
the fuck can you expose?
These medical records are brazy. It's one of the most maniacal comments of the year, hands down.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I don't know. That confused me right there. I didn't know what he was talking about.
What the fuck? So wait, he was mad about you saying that about Luce and T-Rail.
I think he was mad because me and Alex had touched on when he left from over there with the Blue Devil dude, and
okay.
I'm like, but he always going up on Mexicans and white boys. He'll never get at no blacks like that though, not in person.
You know what
I
he
know
doing.
he put down Stitches. He did his thing with Stitches. Then the 2 white boys. That might have been staged, might not.
That was
then
staged.
He went to American Cholo house, and then this last one he on Blue Devil talking about he'll pull back up, but he don't talk to no blood Crips or blacks like that. And actually talk about on Clubhouse he do, but he don't talk about pulling up nowhere. Like he's a clown, bro.
Damn.
He's a clown.
He said,
Damn.
You can't convince Adam, and he loves his clown homeboy.
Hey, Adam, how deep do he come to No Jumper when he come? It ain't no reason to go everywhere 50 deep like that. But why he gotta come everywhere he go 50 deep? Like what's that about?
Okay, I've seen him pull up,
And this is a
10 deep.
cool area.
I've
We
seen
ain't
him
gotta
pull
say
out
where it's at.
5 deep, and I've seen him pull up solo. So it's not like he's always got to be deep as fuck. Honestly,
That's true.
Loose Cannon be the one that come with a million IE niggas.
He went to Hater Road deep. He went over there with Blue Devil deep as a motherfucker.
well, yeah, you can't play around with the Mexicans.
I
You
think
gotta do it right.
They was IBM'd out though.
Oh yeah, they IBM. You don't
It
know
was
about
all
that.
that was all the
No, that's the IE60. That's the IE60.
ah.
Oh no.
That got nothing to do with the set. That's integrity before money, my boy. If that makes sense. If that makes any type of sense. Does that make sense? Integrity before money?
No, he trying to jock me because I be saying morals over money, bro.
Yeah, but that make more sense though. Integrity before money is like it doesn't really. That's a retard that'll make that.
I don't understand on that shit. What happened to that Drake verse he's supposed to came with? He got a song with Drake.
Yeah, what's on the hard drive? Wait, who got a song with Drake?
Man, come on, bro.
Yeah, he
man,
been said he had a song with Drake.
Oh yeah,
Remember,
Loose?
he told you he got a song with Drake.
did he say? He also said that there was this big Eric Holder news coming out that never came out, right? Remember?
Eric Carter, he probably don't know Eric Carter, bro.
That was like a month
He
ago.
never met Eric Carter in his life.
That was like a month ago. He said that shit was gonna come out. What happened to that? Why these motherfuckers always want to air some shit out before it happens?
It ain't gonna never come out.
Yeah.
Just like that Nipsey tape ain't never came out. Just a few little footage ain't never came out. It ain't gonna never come out.
Damn.
It's like the last, the movie Friday. You be waiting on the last one. It ain't gonna never come.
Chris Chucker has still not agreed.
Yo, Munchie, let's do a podcast soon.
Yeah, y'all just hear me.
Let's get it. I appreciate you, dog.
Yeah.
Much love. Damn.
Shouts to Flacco's addition to the top 25 West Coast rappers of all time. Munchie B.
Well,
I'm sure he's proud.
OG Mako's family is about to drop
What?
tape.
A tape?
Legends Live Forever Part 1. While
Shut the
he's
fuck
in
up,
it.
really?
Yeah.
While they
just
still-
sex-
Where'd you
while
see
he's in
that?
it.
I was going to ask.
No, it's coming from Keno and everybody that was at the house this weekend. If like any update on OG Mako, they're like, well, we just left the house. I mean, everybody's at the house and we putting together
Hey,
an album to drop right now
I'd like to go on
to
record and
get him
say
through what he's going through.
That's insane. They should probably wait till
I
we
was
have a
about
little
to
bit more
say,
clarity, right?
Yeah. Well, maybe they have more clarity than what we have.
Well, but they haven't given us an update beyond him being in
That's
intensive
what
care.
I was saying. Like, you want to tell us what happened?
Yeah.
I will say this. I have a song with Mako that never came out, and I will give them back that verse, and they could just have that for whatever they want. His family, you feel me? So
Put Juice WRLD on it instead of you.
You feel me? Like, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Or something, you know.
I think they
Spice it up.
they hitting the gas a little bit too fast on that one.
We spent $5,000 on the verse. At
It
the
is
time,
fucked up,
so.
like having somebody have like a fake death come out, because what if it really happens? Because then it's gonna seem kind of.
That's been going on a lot.
Yeah, it's happened a few times.
Like
In
this
recent
month,
memory.
it happened
Yeah.
about 3 times.
Big
Like,
sad. The P. Youngin situation.
And then the Texas
Was
little
it P. Youngin? Who was it?
the little P Youngin, but he
Yeah.
didn't fake it. I think people just saying that they did.
But I think he got hit up bad though.
Yeah,
But
P
then he
Youngin got
survived.
shot in the head.
But this comes from this like hyper like inflated sense of urgency that media outlets have to be the first one to drop the news, and that's what this is a symptom of. People aren't really fact checking; they want to just get it out there because it don't matter, because people aren't really being held accountable.
Yeah, there's very little like penalty for being wrong at this point. Flacco got the Tory Lanez verdict wrong on the no jumper Twitter, and granted, it was very embarrassing at the time. It's not like we hear about it anymore.
Yeah,
it
goes away after like 20 days.
Yeah, because there's just so much bullshit in the media every day that it's like everybody just moves past it right away.
I gotta refry.
Yeah, I gotta have somebody.
This looks good. I like a half.
You want to refry us?
We gotta talk shit about you.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Let's do a fan funding review.
This guy's been getting in the way a lot lately, huh?
Bricc?
Yeah, totally.
With what?
Just because you left.
Okay. BMX 1803. Are we ever going to talk about Almighty like in T-Boys on the gram? God damn it. Almighty just walked out too. If he did, it was an accident. I'll say that. Assad Aziz. It's 6 p.m. That means that Sharp is in deep REM sleep right now. Okay.
Makes sense.
Jeremy Romance, shout out to Lush.
What's up, Jeremy?
CW says, Shiesty Lush Uno gonna steal your drank and your girl.
Come on, man.
Assad Aziz also said, Shiesty Lush looking like Luigi Fagioni.
No, ain't that the name of the bro? Is it Fagioni?
No, they modified it for you.
Oh, I suck. Okay.
Lush, you look like a crackhead Buzz Lightyear.
I feel that.
W Lush with the real Nike tech, unlike Bricc.
Facts.
I love that this is such a common, everybody's commenting about the same thing. Bishop Rojas. If you listen closely to Polo G's deep wounds, you can hear him exhaling and inhaling. Why is that in music terms? And RIP Juice WRLD.
What is he talking about? So basically, he's saying that in that song, which in a lot of rap songs, you could actually hear the like in between, and that comes from engineers not doing a thorough enough job in the mixing process because that's supposed to be mixed out.
I mean, if you punch in, then that's not an option, really.
Yeah, it significantly decreases that thing, but I believe that's what that incoherent paragraph was referring to. If I had to hazard a guess.
Interesting.
Shout out to you, Bishop.
Yeah. Jebediah said Whack just dropped Brick's paperwork. Okay.
Sure.
Let us know. JJ said, please make Flacco come back. I can't take much more of this.
He'll be back soon, buddy.
He's going to be back on Thursday, allegedly. Yeah. The Piffery said, free Joker, New Haven, Connecticut. Shout out KC2. Shout out the Piffery. Okay. And then, finally one is Zaywap, member for 26 months. Shout out to him. That might be our longest standing member, if I had to guess. Can we get music streams on a Patreon? Hella good combos and moments go under the radar. That's not a bad idea. We should upload those to the Patreon.
Yeah, I would love that, because there are really, really, and I've been trying to like encourage fools to get clips out of the past couple streams because we actually had some really good combos on a couple of those. But yeah, Patreon would be sick.
Yeah. Juju, why is Adam so scared to talk about the peanut butter thing? With Munchie, I don't want to be part of spreading rumors that I assume are just rumors. So that's why I skipped over that in that other thing I was reading.
Although it is crazy to say spreading right after peanut butter and assholes.
That's good. Yeah. But yeah, I don't like to play into that stuff. No. That's not my business.
Shouts to everybody. That's not really our place to.
Oh, now we have Whack calling. This is cool. What does Whack want to say? Whack calls into every live stream. What's up?
She ought to have been wrong. Is this Adam?
Uh-oh.
No, don't tell you like Adam. I'm going to be real. You got to stop going live with certain people doing that kind of woofing. I work at the building, but it's cool. Because, bro, everybody know where to build at. I'm just telling you.
Where Puka Butt's at, Adam?
Munchie's not here. We just called him on the phone.
No, we're talking about Puka Butts, the one that's
it don't even matter. Like
he's not even here right now, just so you know.
He just walked off.
It don't even matter. Adam, you gotta stop doing that shit, man. I'm telling you, you go get somebody hurt. We got 50 niggas calling, talking about niggas. We have to go where? What the fuck? Man, they live with Munchie B. Whoop to whoop, and if they live, they got a bid. You gotta stop doing that shit, bro. You gonna get somebody hurt. I'm telling you, stop that shit, bro.
What? Just
That's
be.
my bill. So I ain't gonna never. I'm just telling you, bro. Bricc gonna get hurt, and I don't want to see nobody do it like that. I'm just keeping it real.
You guys know that you are friends. You and Bricc are secretly
It is not,
buddies,
Adam,
and
you listen
Loose
to me,
too.
Loose too.
Adam, you're not hearing what I'm saying. Lucky we answered the phone because I don't know when niggas is live. I don't watch that shit. I don't be knowing what the fuck going on. Some of these niggas be thinking they doing niggas a favor, and they in Bricc. I don't know what the fuck wrong with Bricc. He got to be stupid, and he didn't pull his ass out, and it be fucked up. That's your friend. I'm just telling you, do something a little different.
Okay, Bricc is here now. What do you want to say to him, Whack?
I'm just saying, Bricc got to be smarter than that.
Talk to Puka Butts.
Okay, he's right here.
Smarter than that, going live like that. He got to bro, Bricc, use your brain, bro. Like, we know what we do, but stop letting Adam, he a white dude, he ain't thinking. Put you in a trick bag, bro. Everybody know the fucking bill now, bro.
Trick bag y'all talking about, man. What is y'all talking about?
Keep it real, bro.
What is y'all talking about? This fake ass YouTube world y'all live in that ain't nobody been smacked in, ain't no squabbles been issued out, bro. Y'all keep making content. We're gonna keep making content. We gonna keep making content. I don't even know what the conversation take place, but I'm just saying this YouTube world be getting out of control where y'all talk about niggas know where to build at. Use the address. I'm waiting for the bus.
Okay, listen.
I'm waiting for the bus. Use the address.
A blind nigga.
I don't want to sex.
How do y'all let a blind nigga talk shit?
I mean, who gives a fuck if he's blind? Yeah, what's that got to do with anything?
No,
Hey, Loose.
He's telling y'all what he's seen.
Loose.
What he can do.
That's what y'all talking about. I'm getting in a trick bag because of Munchie B.
Oh,
That's what y'all was saying?
Blind, nigga.
Okay, that was a bar.
I don't give a fuck about no blind broke nigga.
Oh, that's what I'm like, bro. I know y'all not talking about me and
AI ops.
huh?
I did buy the niggas some AI. I'm gonna send them back. I brought them for Christmas. Baby, ship them motherfuckers.
AI
back.
eyes.
Giving them to him back.
AI.
I brought the niggas some AI eyes.
Louis Cannon.
Whether they work or not, they look good.
You just wanted to call in to speak your piece.
And I brought the nigga a year's supply. Check this out, Bricc. Cause you need to contribute to this, nigga. Fuck all that. I brought the nigga a year's supply of wipes. All right? Peanut butter ready, nigga. And just peanut butter think it work. Now the 6 O's has something to do with that. So if I can buy the wipes, nigga, you can buy me Charmin, nigga.
Nah, I don't know, bro. They say that's a legend. I don't know, bro.
What's a legend?
I'm not finna I wasn't there. So you saying the 6 O's had something to do with that. I don't know if the 60, because I heard that it was somebody else that had something to do with it.
Nah, he called the dog. He pushed the buttons. He just supervised it. I talk to that nigga every week. Yeah, the homie from 40 just supervised it, but it was 2 6 O's. One of them dead, one of them still here. He just went bad on some other shit, but he's still here. But he did that.
I'm waiting for the bus. I don't know what's going on. I'm just here,
Yeah,
man.
you know what's going on.
I'm just here, man.
But I don't get why they're mad at you, though. Why are they?
They're not mad at me.
Yeah.
They're not mad at me. Loose Cannon don't even know how to be mad at people. Loose, smile. You buster.
But I'm not mad at you.
I know.
You can't call him Buka Buka Butt or whatever and expect him to get offended. He created that term.
Yeah, the Puka Butts.
Nah, the Buka Buka.
Hey, he got the Buka Buka, whatever this.
Hey, why you let that nigga diss the set in front of you? I thought you was from the hood.
Yeah, Loose,
that's the
Loose, what's
question.
going on?
Hey, why you let that nigga diss the set in front of you? Why you let that nigga say strolling in front of you? You supposed to get on that nigga, choke that nigga. You don't care how big he is.
He said what?
Munchie B was saying that you basically, your hood got dissed by T-Rail in front of you and you didn't do anything about it. That's how this whole conversation started.
They said that he said stroll up. He said stroll.
T-Rail ain't diss nobody good. Get the fuck out of
here. Okay, but if he did, Loose, if he said stroll up instead of scroll up, is that offensive enough that you should have reacted?
He said what?
He said stroll up. He told them to stroll up in front of you and you went for it.
Talking about weed?
Wait, hold on. He said scroll up. What's wrong with scroll?
Not scroll, ST. You know that's how you diss rolling.
No, but
No, not scroll, stroll.
No,
Just
hey,
how
yeah,
no.
that never
Hey,
happened.
Wack, you can't fight this battle.
slow down.
Hold on.
Real right
Cause
now.
they said some shit about when the boy said something about Nap. So this nigga said strolling.
that's a direct
Nigga,
diss.
he can't nigga, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
a
You
OG
can't say you can't
100-year-old
fight
diss.
this battle for
You
little
can't-
book of booty.
Wait, Bricc.
On the hood. That's my butt. That's my butt. When I see you, I'm gonna make you hold my pocket, nigga loose.
Hey, listen, you have
Nigga,
to
hold my
understand that,
pocket.
Bricc. Listen, Bricc. if somebody diss me and we
Yo, Luke, what the fuck is scroll? Like,
I never heard that. I don't know what the nigga.
Stroll,
blind
like
nigga
a
was like,
stroll in the park.
How does that a diss? Like, I don't know what the fuck. I'm serious right now. Why
No,
is scroll?
a stroll in the park, not scroll. Like like stroll, like I get my stroll on.
Okay,
Yeah,
but why- okay,
that's
how is
that's
that a diss?
dissing.
No, it's distant rolling, but.
And he said it in front of you.
Say that. He did
I
not
don't-
say
I
that.
don't-
He
I
did
didn't
say
I never
that.
heard him say that.
You didn't hear him?
No,
We gonna play back. We gonna find it and we gonna play it back for you because you just made me some content for the week,
I'm gonna be real. I didn't.
little butt.
He really them there. It was all love with them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up. We stayed over there.
Nah, we know it was love, but it was love with me and DW at first, and you made a big,
No, it wasn't.
big something out of
No,
that.
it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
See, you're trying to
You
fight
went
loose
back.
cannon's battle.
Let
This
me
is what
tell you,
happened
you
at
went
Hater
back,
World.
though.
That
Why
nigga
would
don't
you
have a
act like
brain,
you and
so
DW
you
control
overtalk
each other,
cuz you his daddy, and he gonna go for whatever you say. Let loose cannon talk, cause he got a mental disability to where he can't fuck with me with words. And I've been figured that out. So Wack, we don't need your help. That nigga needs to figure out how to fight for himself with words.
I've been friends when y'all just bet on
No. I'm talking Wack. All I'm saying is stay out of it with me and Loose Cannon, cause that nigga can't fuck with me with words, cause he can't even talk.
Listen, I'm the best when it comes down to words. I'm the best when it comes down to this content shit. Bricc, hookah butts, calm down.
You see, still ain't
You
said
gotta really
shit.
calm down. Listen.
30
What I'm
seconds.
trying to tell you is
He did
listen,
use your word.
30
man.
Hookah
seconds.
butts, listen, DW Flame is still zesty. We don't have no problems with that, right? But you let
Wait, slow down. What DW ain't getting nothing, Justin?
See,
Come on.
Pops,
what
there it go.
He
He
just
can't
messed
go
it.
a whole sentence.
No, what did he
He
do?
can't go a whole
What
sentence,
the fuck
Pops.
are you talking about now?
He can't fuck with me. Go
Y'all
sit
can't
your
just put that on the
retorted
nigga.
ass.
Wait,
I mean,
what
I
did
can't
he
even
do?
say
Wait,
that
hold
word
on.
no
You can.
more.
You
All
can.
What
right.
did, like,
Hey.
listen,
We say
what
it.
did he do, Zesty?
He just moved zesty. He just moved zesty. I just don't like that nigga.
I'm not fucking with these niggas today. This is what I walk back in here
Flame's
for.
cool, bro.
I didn't know
ain't
Luce was anti-DW. That's crazy.
Flame's the
what?
homie.
He's super.
No, what are you talking
That's
about?
what the whole
So
conversation was
the thing
about
is,
on the phone.
The thing is like this, Adam,
honestly.
right? When somebody say statements like that, they have that in their heart. So if you're gonna diss and say,
Oh, yeah.
But he said strolling in
always
front of
have
you, though,
aggression
and he
against
got
you.
that in his heart. Why you didn't react like how you said I should have reacted with DW, my brother?
I didn't hear no shit like that.
Yeah,
And now we got that.
All right, Pops.
And now we got a dude from Inglewood who's got to call it out for you, Luce. Luce, you got to be more vigilant.
That nigga ain't from Inglewood. Anytime your homies try to get rid of you with a shot to your head, you ain't from there no more.
Hey,
That's it. His mama
Hey,
and
nah.
grandmama went down to the Darby Park, begged them niggas not to finish him up. He ain't from there no more.
he didn't get shot at Darby Park, bro. That nigga didn't even get shot at Darby Park. I ain't gonna defend no another nigga.
None of them did that. Our Inglewood family shot that nigga in the head, try to get him out of here. It got to be
And why,
painful
though?
for y'all
Why?
to claim that every day.
Why they try to get him out of here? Cause I'm really one of their worst enemies. I was outside, he my age. Cause he was terrorizing shit.
No,
He was
wasn't
terrorizing
his
shit.
homies.
If that's even
All the
true,
homies did
he
that.
He
wasn't.
was not terrorizing his homies.
Alright, you don't know what's going on.
I
I ain't even gonna speak for nobody. I'm cuz age though, bro. I understand what's going on. He was a smasher. He whatever. I ain't gonna defend him to that degree because he his own man. So y'all go ahead and do that.
He said he was a neighborhood killer, so you over there cheerleading for
Hey,
the
for
nigga.
sure. I and vice versa. It go the same way. That don't mean that two people can't get along. I ain't never said that it was good with no Inglewood niggas.
Talking about right now.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
yo, they heard that nigga
It's
was
the
gonna
same
do some
energy on
killing,
both
and he got
sides.
that broom slammed up in his rectum, so they tried to get him out the way.
Bro, the
That
peanut
ain't
butter was
whatever.
sticking to cheek.
Hey, nigga, that was a lot of Cali toilet paper. Hey, listen, that Cali toilet paper, it took a lot of that to clean up that peanut butter, bro.
Look.
And then you can't really use soap because it smears it.
And you know, they did it early in the morning because you know we get the boiled egg, the great.
To clarify, I was only laughing at the phrasing of the word. It was funny as fuck the way you said that. I want no parts of
Let me
this.
see the cigarette. I'm telling you, he's slow. What are you talking about?
Shit.
What are you talking about, Luce? We back at the podcast. We over here. Over here at the podcast, Luce.
Hey,
God
did
damn.
you drop a song yesterday?
Is it Puka or Buka?
Yeah.
Talk about.
Yeah, you
Did
need
you
to
drop
stop
a song
rapping.
yesterday?
Yeah, I dropped the
That
song.
little nigga, what you call it? That diss song on your ass.
Nigga, he can't fuck with me.
Oh, you
Crazy
think
as hell.
I'm not-
You crazy as hell.
you think Spiffy killed it?
You'd never hear me respond.
Yeah, he did. He got him on that.
He went crazy though.
You can
I
respond.
like that.
He did. He got it. The little nigga ain't got no love.
Matter of fact, I'ma respond to him.
Yeah.
Y'all just you must be trying to sign him or something.
You can't respond to him unless it's a death blow.
That nigga inside you little bootsy.
Bootsy.
Why you say it like that?
Little
I got a
boots.
single spinning on that. I got a single going crazy right now.
You said you got what?
My single going crazy right now.
What's your single?
Ghetto. That's my shit. EK and True Car. That's a fact.
That's a big record.
said who?
Shouts to the homie True Car.
Oh, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, EK and True Car. That shit going crazy right now.
Oh, okay.
True
right,
Car,
right.
boy
Crazy
out
right
here.
now. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
True Car. I fuck with True Car.
That's my guy.
Nigga, you know, it's only one nigga that can go to Akon to get that sample clip. You watch me, Adam. He showed up to No Jumper when I did the deal.
I could go get some shit cleared by Con.
No, you can't.
Shit.
Nigga,
No, you
bet.
can't.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to
I'm
bet?
gonna tell you why you can't.
Man, call
You know
in. You better call down the family
I'm
tree.
gonna tell you why you
Yeah, all
can't.
right.
When the licensing is also being controlled by Uni, then it's a different politic. Because he can only say do so much.
Okay. Good talking to you guys.
Roll into the top, get that done.
Hope everything works out with the whole beefing on the internet thing. Appreciate you
The
guys.
YouTube world.
What
Shout
do you
out to the
mean, people?
YouTube
You
world.
the main motherfucker, white boy.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just the catalyst for it.
You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
You the main motherfucker.
No, I got nothing to do with any of this.
Shit going on with hard drives. Fuck the Adam and the Wax show. Fuck you punk motherfuckers on Thursday. We don't give a fuck about watching that bullshit on Sunday at 12 noon. Fuck the Adam and Wax show.
Fuck them.
It's canceled?
Yeah.
Damn.
Watching that show. Y'all motherfuckers tuning in Sunday, 12 noon, watching that bullshit. Y'all punk
He's a
motherfuckers.
genius, this guy.
Let me catch y'all watching that shit again.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to holler at you.
Hookah Buzz, we're gonna do a show soon too.
Let's do it.
For sure. It's gonna be on OnlyFans, nigga. I'm
No
gonna go get,
Diddy.
nigga. I'm gonna go get a deal up for your ass this time, nigga.
What you say about thong?
When you wear thongs, you ain't gotta wear briefs, bro. Take that shit off, bro.
All right, well, I'm going to oil your ass up next time I see you. I'm going to holler at you.
Hookah Buzz and thongs.
Gang, gang. Appreciate you. I got to piss so bad. You guys talk
I
about
just
something. I
had
got to
to-
piss so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Wow,
Okay,
That
alright,
was
Bricc.
a good one.
Okay, Brick.
That was a good one. He's slow as hell. Did I point it out to y'all?
Yeah, I mean,
He can't fuck with me with words.
I'm not gonna. Okay, at the end of the day, when you were like, "Loose," the podcast is over here.
Over
like,
here, he's talking about boiled eggs. He talking about
he's
boiled
funny
eggs,
though.
bro.
And, like, look, I want to make it Munchy B. I want no smoke. You know we good. So I only laughed the way he phrased that.
Man,
not
Bunchy
laughing at
ain't
you.
worried about that shit.
No,
man.
bro, I just-
It is
what do you
what it is.
mean,
I
bro?
don't know what happened. I
I-
wasn't there, so therefore, you know what I mean. I ain't gonna speak on it. It's Robert that happened. It is shit. It's Robert that either went crazy, nigga, and niggas hoods too. And it's Robert, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you know what I mean? It's hella rumors that fly around this bitch. So, you know.
Yeah, no, as there should be. And by the way, I feel like Bricc, I've learned a lot since our conversation like 45 minutes ago. I feel like you know what I'm saying? I'm not interrupting anymore. You notice it?
I mean, yeah, you probably on high alert.
Yeah, I'm scared.
You're scared.
I mean,
This nigga, he's not finna. He ain't tripping like
I
that.
know.
Adam, I'm telling on you.
Don't he doesn't even know.
No secrets.
No,
He said it on air and didn't want to keep it a secret.
no, I just said I feel like I've learned a lot since our conversation
And
earlier.
then he said, he said he lightweight spooked to intervene. Said that you tried to get rid of him.
Hold on, I didn't say I was spooked to intervene. I just said I was scared. To be fair, that's all I
It's the
said.
same shit. Same ish.
No,
No,
I
because he
knew-
doesn't want to say it because it's a racial slur.
But okay,
Right? Is that why you were hesitant?
100%.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
So let's be honest about this. It is hypocritical to be on your helmet about saying things like, you know what I'm saying, whatever happened that led to the DW drama, and then allow another disrespect.
For sure.
And
But he's not even all mentally. He still don't understand.
But
what's
no,
going
but-
on. It's
but
like
you
talking
made-
to a brick wall.
But Brick's made the implication several times that Luce isn't a real 60s, is what you said, and you know what I'm saying. And
I mean, even the exposures are saying it. Lil Rose is saying that Luce ain't really from 60s. Like, it's all type of people that.
because
Yeah,
like
me-
what
it
I
ain't
want to
just
know
me.
is are, like how much from 60s you have to be to not say that word, like, or to know that that's like a diss. Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm pretty tapped in. I know a lot of people. I didn't know that was a diss against Roland.
Yeah. Munchie B got a song called Fuck Your Strolling.
Okay.
It was the response to Hit Your Rollin'. It was bro, fuck your
I'm
strolling.
slapping
Bro,
that as
fuck
soon
your
as I
strolling.
leave. That sounds amazing. But yeah.
This guy commented, K London sent $10, said, Adam, you know you love Spiffy, he's hauled, and Bricc, y'all are the same hood, but you're out here with lame wannabe Pimp Sharp and that flap slapping on top of his head.
Whoa.
And then shout out to this girl, what's it said? Problems of Practice sent $20 and said, love Lush and Bricc. Wow, I'll slap a like on that. That's nice. Yo, and also somebody said all Skrilla's music videos are gone, and I searched, and it actually is seemingly true. There is a Skrilla Vivo channel, which I think is like not actually
yeah, that's
Vivo.
not his. That's not his.
But
YouTube
this
channel.
has 2 videos with like a couple million views each. But then besides that, it does seem like all his videos are currently
that's
off YouTube.
And I'm only gonna hope that means that he has a huge deal in the works. And although I couldn't see there being a possibility in the modern era, the way like labels value YouTube views and metrics such as that.
I really feel like, and also, can you show the screen?
What the? Hey, that's bro from the 20v1, huh?
Yeah, Ray Black.
Yeah.
Shout out my man Ray
Hey,
Black.
bro, hella cool, bro.
This was in this building right here because me and him did an orgy the other day together. So that was cool.
Ray Black is not playing about you feel me?
He ain't playing. He's coming for his respect. He's like 45 and he's still just slanging big old BBC.
Yeah, he's not even playing in the slightest, if we're being honest.
And he still got the gangbang boxers on.
No, we gave him those.
Oh.
We all wore those.
I was about to say, that's some gangbanger shit. The knockers?
I know. It felt so weird wearing like regular boxer shorts
What?
like that after all these years wearing briefs.
Just fucking.
Yo, it's been like well over 10 years since I used
For
to rock
sure.
boxers like that.
And it's crazy
For
because like
sure.
you can still tell that bro is like, you feel me, swanging.
Polo
you
briefs
feel
for
me?
sure got everybody off. Like when everybody couldn't afford polo no more. They just went to the Hanes brief. Like you get what I'm saying? Like,
But in
you
reality,
never went back to the
go
knockers.
Go to TJ Maxx and they have like last
Yeah, they got
season's
'em.
polo briefs that you can get for the same price as the
Yeah,
Hanes.
yeah, for sure.
FYI.
So
It's not last season.
can we talk about this just so that like our title isn't completely ridiculously inaccurate?
Yeah.
You can show the screen. The newly unsealed filing in U.S. District Court in Chicago alleges that Lil Durk was behind the January 27th, 2022 killing a Stephen Mack, 24, who was shot to death shortly after he exited the Youth Peace Center of Roseland on West 111th Street. At the time of his death, according to the FBI, Mack was the leader of the Smashville faction of the gangster Disciples. So, for the record, this is not charges that have formally been put on Durk, but these are things that were, I guess, mentioned in paperwork that was filed by the feds to explain why they don't want Durk to get bonded out. Basically saying, we have reason to believe that there are other murders that he was basically responsible for that they are investigating and might end up actually being put on him, which to I think a lot of people is basically synonymous with Durk being royally fucked.
So they didn't file the charge. They just unsealed the documents saying that he was linked.
Exactly. And a lot of people are assuming that in the future he will be charged
like
with this.
that's just to a setup for the jury, like some extra stuff to sit in there when he's about to go to trial. Like also he was linked to this, but they're not gonna file it. But with his defense team, they won't allow that into trial unless they file that murder case. They won't even allow that to be spoke about.
And you essentially already said it, Bricc. But beyond it, whether it's admissible evidence or not, it's more things that lead to the court of public opinion. So, like, if you look back at like famous cases, like with celebrities, like the OJ thing, they went out of their way. It was really difficult for them to find jurors on that didn't like know who he was, and they had to go out of. Today, that would be impossible. When you're dealing with a star of Durk's caliber, even who's way less, you feel me, famous than OJ. You know what I mean? But still,
well, they probably find a bunch of old ladies and shit who don't really know about Durk, right?
But that's not a jury of your peers. You know what I mean? You have to. So both the defense.
It don't matter. It ain't your peers. It's just regular taxpaying citizens, and they call them your peers because it's not like they have to be of your age group or nothing like that. You can have somebody from any age on your jury. Like, it's not direct peers.
Correct, but you don't necessarily have to have somebody.
Talk about correct. Like, he fucks me up with that.
No. But that's not the point, though. Like, the point is that both the prosecution and defense both choose through a process of elimination who the jurors are.
Yeah, they try to level out and pick.
So if it's only old ladies or whatever you were saying,
it can't just be old ladies. I mean, but
that's what you were saying, bro.
No, I didn't. What I'm saying is, it's not your peers. You said that you have to pick your peers. It has nothing to do with it. It could be all people over the age of 45 in there. It don't have to just be all old ladies. It could be all 50-year-olds in there.
You're right.
It doesn't have to be young people in that building in order to make a jury.
Right, but most likely, it has
your juror. Your lawyer is gonna try to pick the best juror for your case to relate to you. So
that's the point.
He might not qualify. The judge might see some bias and then kick your pick out because the DA knows what you're doing. So they're already trying to kick that guy out too. Like that same guy you want, they want his ass out of here.
Right.
And they're going to fight for it.
Exactly. So there has to be a middle ground, a consensus formed between the prosecution and the defense and the judge.
It's just luck of the draw.
I mean, to an extent, but like I said, there is.
He tried.
No, I mean.
You're right, Lush. How about
you're
that?
Right,
you're right.
They try to arrive at something like your peers, but that could be difficult because they also don't want it to be people who are already intimately familiar with this.
Exactly.
Correct. And which is increasingly difficult in this era of social media.
Because Durk's peers, well, I mean, it's millionaires who have emerged from the hoods of Chicago that are like extremely gang related. It would be tough to find peers who are like that much of his peers. But then also it's like, you're never going to find a bunch of people from like the slums of Chicago who are his peers that don't also know all about this case before it even takes place.
No, but there are people that might not necessarily have a preconceived negative opinion about him just based on the way he looks or the way he sounds, or, the type of music he makes. There's a lot of people that just look at rap music. They might even look at like for example, my chiropractor was talking to me like, this Kendrick Lamar guy is super negative. There needs to be more. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Really?
Yeah.
The most positive rapper in the world.
No, obviously there's somebody, and he's like some like Jewish dude in his 60s.
Oh,
But this is
he's a
his
Drake fan.
No, he has no clue
A
about
Jew
anything, but
Drake
this is
fan.
his perception of what the music is. So essentially, people are having these big preconceived notions based on things that we're completely overlooking. Like I see a dude like Kendrick, and I'm like, oh, like I'll walk to that side of the street with my purse if I'm a girl. Like you're not gonna steal anything. You know what I mean?
That's why
But-
it was funny that Andrew Schultz had a joke that was basically like, oh, this is who we're going to listen to about how we should treat women, rappers, which sounds like a good joke until you like think about it for 2 seconds and you're like, oh, the rapper that he's referring to is Kendrick Lamar, who in terms of his like public treatment and things that are public at the very least, seems like he has a pretty immaculate track record with women.
Right.
Besides maybe a little adultery thrown in there. But, you know, for the most part, it's like
AKA being a human being.
you can't really find any fucking Kendrick lyrics that are like anti-woman in the sense that a lot of rappers have songs that are negative towards women. But that was a good joke from Andrew Schultz from the perspective of him telling that joke to an audience who largely doesn't really know that much about Kendrick.
Right, and they don't see a difference between Kendrick and Pooh Shiesty and whoever, you know what I mean, or whoever, whatever rapper they want to vilify.
I feel like with all these media outlets and just law and crime and all the news and all that, it's almost impossible not to know about the Durk case. So you're gonna get some kids and some white people. He got fans of all colors, and you get what I'm saying, to where it's gonna be biased on that regardless. Just like with the Yak, with Yak Gotti and them, you think it wasn't no YSL fans on that motherfucking trial? They was not, especially when they had the right to say that they was not guilty after they just got drugged through a year and a half of trial. Like, oh yeah, not guilty. I don't give a fuck what Fonny talk about.
Well, if I'm the prosecutor on that, I'm literally like looking into you to the point where I know your Spotify account and I'm seeing your playlist. And if you have anything related to Young Thug or adjacent trap music from Atlanta, you are off the jury.
You can't even, you gotta get damn near search warrants to do that.
But you think they'd be doing that though? Even if,
I'm not talking about that.
And that's
You
what
don't want to talk about this?
Hell no. That involved too much police shit to talk about.
Okay.
I said what I said.
What is Holly K?
Ooh.
Just what it sound like.
Who's Holly?
I'm not talking about that shit.
Okay. Damn, we finally found something that is too mixy for you to discuss, huh?
It's like that though. So it's like I ain't even finna get at no light.
Yeah, I don't really fully understand this one. I might have to have it explained to me by somebody at some point.
We'll talk off.
I'm not
camera.
even gonna lie.
FUCK cuz. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and it's crazy because, you know,
Because for me to say what's going on, it'd be some police shit. You know what I'm saying?
Got
so it's
it.
like, motherfucker can't even dive into that type of shit.
Definitely. Okay. What about
can we at least acknowledge, because I believe it was,
I was
at
out
least,
my body. My account was hacked.
oh, that's a good
shit
one.
was AI,
A lot of rappers say that.
Yeah,
AI.
my account got hacked.
Yeah.
That's a great thing to
Talk
say because
about
you can
that
never
shit.
disprove it.
Yeah, my account got hacked.
Got it. What were you saying?
I believe it was a part of the title at some point. It might have been revised, but the Jay-Z is innocent at some point was, and
Yeah, so if people want to update on that, basically the allegations that were put on Jay-Z by this girl, it has come about that there's an absolute shitload of discrepancies in her story, as well as like anybody who's seen the video of her talking about it. This girl's basically on World of T-Shirts' level. She's autistic AF. It does not sound convincing coming out of her mouth. And then when you dig through it, there's a ton of discrepancies in her story that make it seem as if this is total bullshit. Like the thing that really stood out to me, was the idea that from downtown Manhattan that you could drive 20 minutes and be at a mansion. Anybody who's spent a lot of time in New York knows if you want to get to a mansion, you're going to be on the highway for at least an hour getting out of New York. And also, the girls from
Not
Rochester.
even if you cross it into Jersey.
that's exactly, and that's the closest, and that's still going to be a 45-minute drive to get to.
I don't know. I've been there only a couple times.
Look,
so.
you
The
guys-
idea that you could just bounce away from the club and just be at a mansion is kind of crazy. And then there's a ton of other stuff. She said that she ran into the guys from Good Charlotte, the punk band.
Yeah.
They confirmed that they were not even at this award show. She said that her dad came to pick her up. Her dad lived in Rochester.
Wow.
Rochester is a 5-hour drive.
I
Yes,
know that.
upstate New York.
Yeah, I know that.
It's
Yeah.
a day trip. It's
For
not like
sure.
something that people just do spur of the moment at
Yeah.
night. And on top of that, her dad said that he has no recollection of picking her up on this night. So basically, Jay-Z's team has done an amazing job of dismantling these allegations. They already, like everybody in hip hop who took them seriously, is already looking a little bit silly and perhaps a little bit eager to put this negativity on Jay-Z, because with the slightest bit of probing, it seems like they've been able to basically identify a shitload of cap in her story.
And to be honest, guys, I mean, if you remember a week ago today, we sat in these same chairs and I gave a bunch of examples of how it was literally impossible, and how they were not even at the same after party, and what she described would take a certain amount of time to drive there, and how none of the times even aligned up, and the indictment didn't make sense from off rip. And the allegations were straight ambulance chasing, like cloud chasing tactics by a lame ass lawyer. You feel me? And we knew at
We
time it
all
was
knew
off rip.
that.
None of us
couldn't say that
disagreed.
to the GOAT. I was like, I can't see Jay
but-
doing
and
that
I was
like
presenting like this same, and what you just
I think
brought
that
up,
some of those discrepancies had just started to come out before the show the other day, and
Yeah.
now they're very much solidified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I kind of, me being a permanent resident of the nation of Jigistan, like I'm looking into it, because if I'm like gonna be devoted to you to this degree, and like as much as Jay-Z has been a huge just like influence on my life and my favorite artist of all time, and like literally like life-changing type thing, if you really a buster like that, I might still slap you to some degree certain joints, but because I even slap some R. Kelly songs to this day that are hard, but I'm not rocking with you.
Yeah, I see ladies still going to R. Kelly. They ain't really feeling for the young ladies that were victims. Because I'm
No.
seeing old ladies still, I don't care. Play that R. Kelly.
If you tell me I can't play the song "I'm a Flirt" ever again in my life, we're not like arrest me,
I mean, let's be real.
cancel me today.
Are there any artists that you've actually canceled out of your music listening habits?
Are they
don't think
still
so.
on
Not for
Apple
me.
and Spotify, these artists?
Of course, yeah.
They just got canceled for
because
playlisting.
your boy Dot took a stand. You were probably locked up during this, but you don't remember this? Basically, Spotify put out a statement at one point saying that they were going to basically take artists like R. Kelly and XXXTentacion, et cetera, artists who are accused of heinous stuff, and that they weren't going to remove their music from streaming services entirely, but they were going to basically like
No playlist.
no playlist, all the kind of stuff
Yeah.
that you've seen them do to artists like Quando and 6ix9ine, et cetera. And that came out in the media, and I think like largely people took it as an exaggeration, that they thought that R. Kelly and X were being like pulled from streaming services completely. And in response, Kendrick, who, as we know, almost never weighs in on current events or never puts himself out there or whatever, and had coincidentally tweeted out the link to X's music like a few months prior, basically said, I'm going to remove my music from Spotify if you guys remove these artists from Spotify, which they were never really going to remove them entirely. They were just
Yeah.
going to take them off playlists and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But either way, that still stands out to a ton of people as this like crazy moment. But also some people look at it as kind of hypocritical, where if you're so intent on, standing up for women and stuff in this Drake battle, you really were kind of on the other side of things when you demanded that R. Kelly and X not be removed from streaming. So some people see that as hypocritical. I think it was a principled stance on Kendrick's behalf. And at the time, as X's friend, oh man, we were like, what the fuck? Like, Kendrick is the GOAT. What? Like, we just couldn't believe that he
But it's
actually
like,
said
you can't
this.
take
you know?
that man art off, and then it's like it's the PDFs and all that's taking it off. Like, all right, now check all these backgrounds of the people that's snatching it. Let's make sure y'all backgrounds are straight, because
Well,
the
that's a whole
higher
other
ups up there
conversation.
got problems too. There's
But-
problems on both ends, buddy.
But here's a conversation that a lot of people might not want to have. There's a huge difference in what X was alleged to do and R. Kelly is being convicted of, to a significant degree.
That's true.
At worst, they're saying that X had a physical altercation with a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Although, to be fair, the details of that physical altercation were being spread massively at that time, and they're way above and beyond anything that you ever probably have really heard about anybody in a domestic situation. They were
For-
pretty extreme.
Pretty gnarly stuff, to be fair.
Yeah.
However,
Alleged.
Allegedly. However, like what R. Kelly has been convicted of far supersedes that to a significant degree. Like I can't even like fathom like a level of physical abuse that's of a non-quote whatever it is compared to what R. Kelly did to people of whatever age and all that. Like that's.
You just reminded me that me and X had a very significant Eskimo sister. There was a girl that we both spent time with. And I was just thinking about it. I can't believe that she never really did any clout chasing off his name.
Shouts to her.
Yeah.
She understood the assignment.
I actually don't know what the fuck happened to her. I'm a Googler.
Helpfuls bust nuts. That's what y'all bitches need to learn. No, I'm just playing.
Yo, I want to show you guys this video, but we can't show it on the screen. So do not show the screen. I'm going to play the audio. If you guys want to see this video, which probably a lot of you have already seen, go to my Twitter right now. And I feel like this might be one of the greatest videos I've ever seen in my entire life.
Whoa.
Wait.
Oh.
Listen.
Amy! Oh my God! Amy, please call the cops, please! Amy, please! Amy, please! Please, no, call the cops! Amy, please! Please, Amy, please! Amy. I'm begging you, call the cops, please! Amy, please! Bro, why are you doing this?
All right, this is my. So I'm gonna describe it for the people who can't bring themselves to go to my Twitter right now.
Dying out there. He need to get in the car and drive. Tie that shit up.
It's a guy trying to break into his ex-wife or estranged wife's house. So he punches the window.
Through the glass.
As soon as he punches it, the glass immediately slices his fucking arm open and proceeds, and he immediately goes from like angry, jealous, whatever, estranged husband to please call the cops, please.
And he was doing that for side sympathy too, like crying sympathy too, like
yeah, of course.
Like oh look, I'm cut, baby.
Yeah,
no, but that was like way more like blood quicker than you would expect.
Yeah, that was bad because I've seen
some shit
in my life. I've seen quite a few people like punch windows and like soon after be damn near bleeding out, and like it's fucking insane. And that always, luckily, I've never punched out a window because I saw people at a young age do that.
I'm cool on punching them.
But you could tell, bro. And he survived. He was
still good.
He was all right after this. Although he did get arrested.
She was. This is like the craziest part of the story, though. Like
breaking and entering,
breaking.
Harassment.
And stalking.
The end of the video is kind of the gnarliest part, though.
Well, and you can see his daughter, presumably.
I thought that was his. Yeah. I thought that was her.
No, there's a girl who she looks like she's probably like 10 years old. Who's like kind of walking behind him.
Jumped out the back seat.
I couldn't see that it was okay.
I mean, I think like in any video, all right, like why do we enjoy a video where we get to see a bully get knocked out? Because it's fun to see somebody go from aggressive, mean, thinking he's the toughest shit in the whole world to like laid the fuck out on the ground. This has that energy. It's just like it's so immediate. It happens in 1 second, and you get to see him go from being like Mr. Abusive husband guy that's like trying to make his point through violence to dude begging for help. Also, just be a fucking man. You didn't have to beg her for help. Grab your phone, dial 911, get your own goddamn ambulance, and, stand on business. Like, if you want to punch the window out, you can't be begging her for help immediately after. Come on.
You were supposed to act tough and walk off.
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
Nigga be in the car like, oh, shit.
Yeah, go act like a bitch in the ambulance. Don't do it to her, dude.
I would have pulled around, nigga, a couple blocks, and you wouldn't have went to jail. Yeah. She wouldn't have called the police on you.
And that, yeah.
She wouldn't have called but you begged for the cops to come. Like, of course your ass is going to jail.
Make a tourniquet
for you. Yeah.
Pull your shoelace out and wrap that shit up.
Wrap it up and get to the nearest hospital. Nigga.
Nah, what you said earlier is the truth. He literally used that opportunistically. He wanted it. He's like, oh, cool, I'm bleeding. This is going to be a tool for me to help manipulate you into letting me in the house.
And just the idea
that was
of
the best thing that could happen to him.
The idea of his daughter witnessing that and knowing that your dad is such a fucking douchebag.
Full custody,
no custody for Bricc.
Everything has been granted with that one punch. Full custody, restraining order, child support. You just you gotta go through some therapy before you see your kid again.
The fact that paternal rights that's already difficult for the father. In any situation, is going to be way more difficult for the father to try to get any type of custody. That just seals your fate right there. You ain't gonna be glancing at that child.
Famous Richard. Oh my bad.
Yeah,
I just looked at the title. So
you got shot. You want to watch the video?
Is that snitching or what?
All right, let's check it out. He got mad at me for my comment where I said he told on King David.
Oh,
I didn't mean he told on King David.
Yeah.
Nah,
I meant he told
on
King David.
Comma. There's a.
I should have commented.
Yeah, there's a like.
All right, so he's mad at me about that comment, but let's check out the video of him.
You did say he told on King David.
Yeah, okay. He said this page just backdoored me on King David. I was doing a promo. 3 N-words hopped out on me. I just got shot. I love y'all. And now let's turn this on. Well, now he's having a hard time carrying Bricc because he's got the cops on his case. So maybe this situation could have gone another way. Let's hear what he said, though.
On King David, for that page is backdoor me for I love y'all on BD for. Motherfucker just shot me for I love y'all on King David. I love y'all.
Who y'all love? Who do
on
you
King
love?
David for that page is backdoor me for I love.
We could have lost him, dude. Why's he got his head all bandaged up? They hit him in the head?
Yeah, but you telling, though.
Yeah.
That's telling.
But
that page, you posted the page, then you said that's the page that backdoored you.
But is it telling if it's some random ass account
What
with
do you
500
mean?
followers?
If you a gangbanger and you're describing what happened when you got shot, it's a problem. I love y'all. That page is bad. I love y'all. I got backdoored by that page.
Look.
I ain't telling,
Exactly,
I just
'cause
love
it's very
y'all.
different.
Look at this. Look at
Tell
this.
y'all.
This is what I think. If anybody thinks this is fake, this might lend credence to that.
They know they kill me, shorty. They know they smoke me, shorty. On BD, I'm still outside. They know they kill me, shorty. They know they kill me, shorty. They know they
Oh, King Dave, this is the worst hospital I ever been to. How the fuck you gotta wrap your own head up? On King Dave, I gotta wrap my own head up. I just got grazed in the head yesterday. They not even trying to help me. Can I get help? Can somebody help me on King Dave? I gotta patch my own head up. On King Dave, I gotta patch my own head up on Bro Grade. I need a lawsuit on King Dave.
They tried to melon shot, cuz. It
Yo,
ain't
what the
funny,
fuck?
cuz. They tried to kill that nigga for real, boy. But you told, though. You supposed to keep it G.
It'd be one thing if he was like.
For real? Oh. Wow. Sus is saying that the girl who set him up looked like Lil Zay Osama. Okay. Oh, I just realized I never sent my text to you when I was trying to respond to you the other day. My bad. I have a whole.
He does that a lot.
Sorry about that. She do look like Lil Zay though, with a wig on.
With a wig.
Look at
Let's
it.
put a wig on a pig.
Set her off
She
there.
doing
He's
the
saying this
market
is
for
who
that.
set him up. I feel like it's not telling if it's a girl.
Damn. No, it's telling, period.
Yeah, it's for sure telling.
But why can Meg Thee Stallion tell on dudes and we can't tell on girls?
He's a gang member. You could do what you want as a civilian.
Meg Thee Stallion
He
is
put
a
that on
college
BD,
graduate.
King David, and all them. He supposed to be calling the BDs. That's the only people he supposed to told. Only people he supposed to told was his homie. Like, hey, bro, what do you just shot at me, nigga? We got to go.
Yeah, no,
slide.
that post reads
that
like-
post is like, nigga, you scared for your life. You don't know what's going on. This will happen to me if I die.
And he did it the same way rappers do when they're like trying to expose scammers. Like, yo, this person, this page is scamming, da, 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 da. But it's about like a serious crime that we already know cops use the whoopie blah blah blah. So yeah,
Lush, why you say you're from West Side, bro? You from the nice area. Your
Hell
folks
yeah.
Ivy League. Why you like this lifestyle? That's what Jethro Williams
Hey,
said that.
I ain't new to this. I'm true to this, player. I've been outside. The hell you talking about, bruh? I got arrested for the first time I was 13 years old, motherfucker. How I was outside with I went to juvie when I was 16. I left home when I was 17. I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm 42 years old, Mark. I turn 43 tomorrow.
What'd you
The
go
fuck
to
you thought?
juvie
You think
for,
you
though?
think, you think I'm just a
'Cause you
for,
could go to
for,
juvie for
possession with
ditching.
intent to distribute
Woo, trapper.
vandalism and motherfucking trespassing. I was catching a spot. They caught me with bags on me. So what? You feel me? Like it is what it is. It's 1998 when that shit was highly frowned upon. It don't matter. The point is, and I'm not even upset
Ben went to them
about the
halls,
question, but just to let y'all know, it's not what the fuck you think it is, and I'm not what the fuck you think I am, and I love you very much, and I come from a good home that I'm very proud of.
Dead homies.
What the fuck you talking about?
Man,
King David, but I ain't fucking making no snitch posts.
You already said you'd tell.
Yeah, I'm telling on you. No, I'll never tell on you, brother. But yeah, I'll tell on nobody.
Yo, hey, is it confirmed? Can we talk about Rich Trapper? Rich Grinder?
Whatever.
You didn't see it? It was all in the group chat.
You for sure saw it.
Nah. I don't want to talk about it
with my car today.
I don't want to talk about it unless. Oh yeah, look at the first thing that comes up. Rich Trapper exposed for being extremely zesty.
Oh wait.
You don't know?
No, it's got to be talked about. He talks about all my drama.
He talks about us all
This
the time,
has to be talked about.
So basically, there's a video of, I guess, like when Rich Trapper makes his videos, he has one phone and he'll film the thing he's reacting to, and then he films his reaction on another phone. I don't know.
Yeah. He got two phones.
But either way, there was a recording that people sent us of basically he's filming back on Fig on the screen. He's like screen recording because he's going to react to something on back on Fig.
And he get a Grinder message.
Well, he just goes to Grinder afterwards, and I guess he forgot to cut it out of the video. So you see him. It might be in this video, maybe.
I know that dude. He ain't gonna miss nothing. He like to talk shit about me too.
Is it possible that there's like some? This wasn't edited. This is literally from his stream, and he hasn't deleted it.
Oh no, he don't show people.
I think this is somebody else reacting.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he's about to show it right now.
Like I'm not trying like. Although this is hilarious and I want it to be true, like, do we have real definitive evidence other than people that don't?
Well, we have a video that was sent in our group chat of the screen recording. I think we could.
There it go right there.
I think we could show it.
Correct.
So Rich whole thing,
Who
right?
the fuck is this guy, by the way?
It's a little
Wig
dude
TV?
from Oakland that just react to everything we got going on.
Hey, I don't know him, but
it was right there. He just showed it. You got to go back. You see when he held the phone up, it's right behind where it's
but the clip that we got sent is like way longer.
Oh
yeah, okay. But like the clip we got sent.
Remember this? Oh, this nigga's calling me. Yeah.
No, he's just showing like a phone call right here, right?
No, that nigga P's and Q's was calling me all on Instagram. Niggas is trying to be friends. Of course. Niggas is friendly as fuck.
Oh, that ain't it.
Well, so I still don't really know, like, if it's real or not. I mean, is this?
Oh man, yeah. Everybody talk about it.
I don't want to put the
slide down to see.
Well, look, Rich Trapper exposes his zesty secret. Like he's making content about it, which makes me feel like maybe this is not something he's embarrassed about, which he seems like he would be embarrassed about it if it was real. But I'm not gonna watch a 22-minute video to figure it out.
Sure.
So for all intents and purposes.
See, because you was watching the response. You got we'll find it.
That's what we were watching before.
Yeah.
Is Rich Trapper on Grinder? Is the real question.
That's all we're
here.
trying to figure out, Adam. Let's see what was sent to you, because now you withhold.
It was in the group chat.
Yeah, we all seen it.
Oh, let me get in there.
Well, it's hella far back now. That was like way later over the week. But it's just like a silent screen recording of a phone showing back on Fig, and then that same phone then going to Grinder and like scrolling through a bunch of dudes. So I don't know. If anybody has a number, we could call him and ask him.
That's your boy.
Is you gay?
I do got his number, but I ain't gonna call him and ask him that until I see. I mean, if he on Grinder, he semi.
Oh, I think this is it. Look at it.
Check it out, it's your boy Bush. Man, we got Whack 100 and Exposers back at it again. We got the boy,
look. Yeah, look. All right. So at the bottom, he's recording back on Fig, and then this is Grinder. Just like I guess. I don't know. I haven't looked at it, but believe it or not, I haven't looked at it.
Yeah.
Why are you evading the question? Why do you have gay porn on the phone? That's all we want to know.
Let's judge based on the comments section. What are the comments saying about this? Or are there comments even? I don't know if it's that big a deal.
Is Flacco making AI edits?
Why is everybody saying puka now? Puka has become huge slang in this community.
I still don't know if it's Puka or Buka.
I feel like both are good.
They make it's both.
Luke, this guy's firing back. Lush being arrested is not tight. Why are you hype about that? You never answered the question. All love though. This pod is entertaining. LOL. Lush just got me confused.
Look, I don't remember what the question was, but look, yeah, like look, I'm a square to be honest with you. I just happened to get in some dumbass shit. I made some dumbass decisions, and by the grace of God, I'm still out here doing my thing.
I know when you quit, the
entertaining
audience
y'all
had you by the
players.
balls, or when you got fired, they had you because he rapping you and he in the comment.
I'm responding.
You
to
just-
you. What do you mean?
You
John?
just was bragging about going to jail. Then he said it's not tight. You said honestly, bro, I made a couple mistakes.
No, because I don't. No, because
like
you
you
know
just
what?
changed your life in the
It's
comment.
not
Nigga,
that-
fuck you, nigga.
It's not the comments. It's like I don't want to come across as someone that's trying to be like a super tough guy. I just feel like people don't
So
understand.
it explains what
They
I
don't
mean.
understand me, and that's
You
cool.
just saying what I said is true. When you quit, the comments had you by the balls.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was just responding to bro, but like, not for real. I'm a square dog. Don't worry about me. I ain't never done nothing.
I feel like I have to dip momentarily to go deal with my ute, but I just wanted to congratulate my boy Rico Reckless.
Rico.
Damn, that's a come
Shout
up.
out my boy Rico, man. God blessing all trap niggas and all
Yeah,
that.
show this
man.
on the screen.
What a toxic couple if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, listen, I don't know if this is real. I mean, these pictures, if it's not real, are pretty damning. And you would have thought that she would probably
Why she want to play with him?
Yeah, I mean, she would probably speak out if it wasn't true, right?
Yeah.
And they seem like they're on pretty good terms. Look, they got flowers. Will you be mine? Yes or no? Like, wow, that's cute.
She didn't check the yes box, to be fair.
Oh, look, but like this is a picture of Rico with the
With the same
flowers,
flowers
and then
from
this
that.
is her shit from
Yeah,
November.
They been rocking.
Whoa,
Yeah, they been rocking.
bro, he might really be the GOAT of the rack.
Yeah.
What was it like Tara Reid? He was
did
kicking.
that.
He was like that fool smacking down Tara Reid. Fool, like
I don't know if he was
Yeah.
piping her, but he definitely had her hanging out with us back in the day.
the fool knocked it.
Yo, how popular is Summer Walker these days? Like, how's her music actually
Summer
doing?
Walker had a huge record this year that every single thought like is like it has is an anthem for.
For real?
Like yeah, like she makes music. She's like the queen of the thought music. And it's just
Really?
hard. I fucks with Summer Walker.
'Cause-
She dope and she cracking as hell.
Like my memories of Summer Walker is basically like people telling me that she was gonna blow up, like right around the time that she was blowing up, and then when I did my Sexy Red deep dive when she first came out, she had a bunch of music with Summer Walker, which I was kind of astounded by because I thought Summer Walker was just like a regular R&B singer. As somebody who doesn't really pay attention to all this shit, and now it turns out she's dating Rico Reckless, which is possibly the most base thing that she could possibly do.
So tight.
So sick.
Yeah, it makes honestly, I don't know who it makes look better. It makes them both look incredible. This is a power couple of toxicity levels that we haven't seen since Blueface and Jaden.
But okay, is there like a Summer Walker hive that is going to make it their life's work to expose every problematic thing that Rico Reckless has ever done? Because ladies, you've got your work cut out for you. There's a lot of stuff out there for you to dig through. I personally find the guy incredibly charming and charismatic, and I think he's probably one of the greatest podcast talents I've ever come across. Every single time I've ever had Rico Reckless on this podcast, it has been absolutely insane and unbelievably enjoyable. And I feel like he probably gives really good back rubs and dick even. I think that probably
From a female perspective, you're
I
saying.
think that he's probably making her come on a regular basis. That would be my guess.
He's busting her down. You feel me?
So
He's
girls, Summer Walker hive, don't worry about it. He's got it handled. But man, I don't know. This
I
is
feel like the
unbelievable.
Summer Walker hive might not necessarily be adverse to a dude like Rico Reckless. There's a bunch of toxic bitches, dog.
I mean, really, like girls or fans want you to be involved in some wild, sporadic, interesting, out of hand shit. I can't think of anything more likely to produce that result than being in a relationship with Rico Reckless.
Well, the Summer Walker hive isn't exactly like akin to the Swifties. You know what I mean? They don't
want you to be perfect,
right? They don't have this like
they don't
high
demand
standard.
that.
Yeah, they're like, we're messed up, you're messed up, be messed up, date Rico Reckless because we for sure have a Rico Reckless wrecking our life,
Right.
recklessly.
Yeah,
So-
no, for sure. Because like SZA seems pretty popular. I don't think SZA would date Rico Reckless. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. So she's drawing a line in the sand.
SZA should date Future.
That could be arranged, perhaps.
great
I don't
couple.
know. Yeah, maybe.
You want me to explain why?
Why? The
I mean,
Kendrick thing?
No, the toxicity levels.
Oh, okay.
You know, she has songs about like it's cool you could cheat with me. I'm the other woman. Da, 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 da. She's put out this image for a long ass time. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But she does it in a way under a veil of like incense and patchouli, and you know what I mean, like coffee house lore, as to where we think that it's a little more wholesome.
But that-
she's really out here, fake bootied up, fine as a motherfucker. You feel me? And it would make sense for her to fuck with someone like Future, who's equally toxic.
Mm.
It would be a great couple. They could be toxic together.
Never goes like that.
But just from a fan perspective, this is like my like anime fan fiction of their relationship.
I like it. I'm proud of Rico if he has really found love, because it could have been Woah Vicky. Honestly, I
Brick
basically
that-
saw them fall in love
Man.
on the podcast together.
That was a moment.
Yeah, well, Vicky isn't.
You don't approve?
That's better.
That's probably better. Yeah.
That's a little bit.
Well, Vicky's kind of fire though.
Woah Vicky is almost entirely known for her misspellings at this point.
Yeah,
Which
I'm like, well, Vicky looks like a slow bitch.
that's one thing that I was
Loose
I,
cannon and well, Vicky.
I was kind of bummed that I didn't get a chance to do the Fabio Foreign thing, because I was going to bring up all of his legendary misspellings.
Well, I mean, like,
He's got some really good ones.
Well, Vicky is a misspelling that God made. She was supposed to be a whole different race. Like, they
Yeah.
misspelled her existence. Like, of course she's going to make.
You want to go
words
down a
mixed.
good wormhole, go find her old Rice Gum diss track in which the chorus was ching chong, bitch.
Yeah, she went, bro, the insanely racist song.
If you want to get at an Asian person, you got to come like that.
Yeah, period. That's crazy.
She
as
pulled
hell. Who
no
she was
punches.
dissing?
Dissing Rice Gum. He's like a
YouTuber dude.
Asian
That's crazy.
streamer dude from back in the day. All right, I got to dip. Sus is here. Music stream about to take place. I appreciate you guys. Lush, I'm glad we had that conversation on here so that we don't have to do it off camera.
Am I in trouble?
No.
Okay.
You look drilled up though. You look ready to catch a body.
Yeah, you look like you could be in Central C's video.
The show. I appreciate y'all. Over and out. We'll be back Thursday.
All right.
Gang.
Peace, bro.
Bow. Bow. Smash the like.